All right, we're live right now. Evening, everybody. I need to get my mind straight before I came up here. And plus, Montreal, Boston is big for Montreal. Boston right now has the fourth best to win the lottery. Hold up. There we go. And you know, this game's a good one. 14 and a half to go in the second one. Not Montreal. You know who scored to go? Who else? So Orlando Magic on Milwaukee and Philly. Take a look a little bit of Toronto, Boston. 305 will be up here in a little bit. Looks like Toronto is wearing their throwback jerseys from the Vince Carter days. They're up by 6 on Portland. Make it to 8. All right, hometown boy. Shaden Sharp is back home. Moss now is doing this late in the year what I've been doing all year. All right, Shaden Sharp putting on a show in front of his home crowd tonight. Sharp already with 16 points. Sharp with the rebound. Here we go. Oh. All right, Portland on a 7. Let me see. Yeah, 7-0 run. And I clicked it on Portland was down by 6. Avalanche up 2-1. Raptors are now down 39-38. Sharp come home, man. Hey, look. I'm just gonna be real with this. The one thing the Blazers do wrong, and they do it very, very, very wrong. And this is one of the reasons why they haven't won in 48 years. They hold players back on purpose because they really don't want to pay guys money like they should. And it wouldn't surprise me if Shaden Sharp walks out the door. It wouldn't surprise me. He wants to go back to Toronto anyway. Because when you look at Shaden Sharp very closely, right, you know how talented he is. You know how good he is. But because Portland likes to hold young players back and don't let them shine so they don't pay them more money, Dolphins do that in the NFL. Dolphins are like that. And they always let their young players they draft walk out the door. So 39-38 Blazers. Let me go back to the Canadian game. They're in commercial. Next week is the Masters. Next Thursday through Sunday, I'll be taking a look at the Masters and keeping you guys abreast of what's going on. So today, a quiet day, of course, for me. What else is new? I kind of like things quiet. Moss says he has the Masters pools. Yeah, I'm gonna do mine next week. Not pool, but I'm gonna pick who I think is gonna win the Masters. I see it, Moss. What's up, Daniel? Good to see you, my man Daniel Berry. His Dodgers are off to an 8-0 start. The Braves are 0-6. Who would have thunk it? Dodgers look unbeatable so far, folks. 7-3 torpedo Yanks. Moss talking about his Padres. Say what's up, Daniel. Good to see Daniel Berry. We'll probably be up in a little bit. Probably watching some wrestling. That's what he likes to do. Steve is on. Oh, the torpedo bats? Oh, the torpedo Yanks? I don't know, man. I'm just chilling, getting ready for Winnipeg and Vegas tonight. That'll be our late game tonight. Winnipeg Jets media is shitting in their pants, but the Dallas Stars, and I said it 2 weeks ago, don't look now, Dallas is gaining some momentum. They'll meet next Thursday night, and we'll have that death match a week from tonight in Dallas. Looking forward to that. Chisholm is already off to a monster start, folks. That's about 4 homers, and I'm going to say 14 RBIs for Chisholm already. So he's starting off to a fast start. So I'm just going to chill for a while. Let me take a look at the Raptors and Blazers again, as I am saving my energy for 90 minutes from now. It should be a good one later tonight.
Mace, to quote Charles Barkley, why do I want to watch the Raptors?
Because my team is playing the Raptors.
Anyway,
Man.
apparently, last night, if you remember, we were watching the Capitals face the Hurricanes, and during one of the third period fights, we remember, what's it, Chatfield? Is Chatfield his name? The guy who did the judo
Chatfield, yeah.
throw?
Chatfield, yeah. What he did to McMichael,
Yeah.
yeah.
Apparently, everyone's calling for him to be suspended. If he's not, he's probably going to get his ass kicked next week.
Next Thursday night, they go to Washington. That's when they go to
I mean, he
Washington.
took that. I mean, the guy took the bump well. That's for sure.
Well, like everyone was saying this morning, he did an MMA move.
It's a judo throw, but yeah, I mean, judo is part of MMA, as are all the martial arts.
I don't watch cage fighting, man.
Well, it's not cage fighting. Judo actually takes place on an open mat, but
No, not
basically
judo.
you
I'm
put your
talking
leg
about
down,
anything.
you grab your guy, you get some leverage, and you. Blah.
I don't do that, man. I don't even watch boxing.
That's what physics does. Force times velocity equals that.
So, blind.
I'm trying to get a reaction from Moss about the Chatfield hit judo toss, but he doesn't seem to be responding.
Moss cares about some things, and Moss
He,
tunes out on
he's the
other things.
resident ice hockey expert, though.
That's what he usually does.
He's like the elder statesman.
Moss, uh, he he like right now he's doing what I've been doing all year long. He's pulling for the Canadians to win. Right now the Bruins have the fourth pick overall in the draft. So speaking of
Anyway,
the Bruins, something that I said to Moss a couple of months ago is going to happen. Let's see. Next, not this Monday night, not this Tuesday coming, the following Tuesday, as the Bruins will play their last home game, and they want the fans to salute the team. I totally agree with this. I said this to Moss a couple of months ago. What the Bruins have done the last 16 years should be applauded by their fans. So good
that's
for
an
Boston.
interesting quick rebuild. Yeah. I mean, on the Chatfield thing, I mean, I know Moss is a man. Back in my day, men were men, and all that. But I mean, the big thing about the Chatfield thing is that the guy had no helmet on. He could have slammed his head on back of his head on the ice and get seriously injured. Then again, this is a sport where it permits guys to punch each other in the face, but who knows? I guess there are some unwritten rules about fighting. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know. I just think
Anyway,
that I think the fight was a little off
I mean,
tilted.
to be fair, the fight was between two guys who don't fight. Let's be fair. So they really didn't know what they were doing. Anyway,
Yeah, but I think what people, not people, but more the people in the game are upset about is the way he tossed them down.
yeah, yeah, that's got really ugly. The third just really ugly.
I mean, that was kind
Anyway,
of vicious what you said.
huh. Anyway, Ottawa.
When you say that was
Currently
kind of
watching
rough.
the Currently, I'm watching the Lightning and Senators. Senators up 2-1 at the moment. 6 minutes and change to go in the second.
Me, I'm gonna take a look at St. Louis a little bit because St. Louis is the hottest team in the league.
I guess that's a good point, Moss. Although I'd argue these guys have been on skates for like what half their lives at this point. Again, I chalk it up to just two guys tangling who don't do the fighting for their teams, and one guy and Chetfield just wanted out. Melina's here. Melina, scroll up in the chat. You should find it up higher in the chat, earlier in the chat.
So I'm gonna start talking about really this. The Jets, they are panicking in Winnipeg right now, and I said to everybody, their schedule is brutal. While the other team that is steamrolling right now, St. Louis, we'll see them all. We'll see St. Louis the next couple of days, folks. Saturday, at the rematch with Colorado, I'm gonna have fun with that one, boy. Whew. So the Blues are gaining momentum.
Well, you say that, but the Blues are down 1-0 to the Penguins right now.
Just started. It's only 8:30 Eastern time. Just started.
Yeah,
And
they're
even
only
if the
about
Blues,
12
and
minutes into
even if
that.
the Blues lose tonight, that's a good loss because they'll win away from clinching the playoffs. So it doesn't matter. They got the job done.
Mace, it's in pro sports. There's no such thing as a good loss. This ain't college.
I look at some losses as good losses this time of the year. Because let's say you go on a
Hi,
15
everyone.
game heater and
Melina's here.
hello Malia. Let's say you go on a 15 game heater and then you lose game one and two at home in the playoffs. What happens to you?
Well,
Number
that's just a matter of
number
bad timing.
Remember Tampa in 2019 when they got swept by Columbus? So I'm listening to Winnipeg Sports today, and they are shitting in their pants. And I said 2 weeks ago, I think Dallas can catch them, and we're gonna find out a week from tonight what happens there. And give the NHL a lot of credit, folks, because they are putting these marquee matchups when it matters, the end of the season. Wow.
What's going on, guys?
Just watching the ice hockey. We just did a commercial between the Senators and the Lightning. Senators surprisingly ahead in that one, 2-1 at the moment.
I was waiting for this stream today. Uncle Mace, if I may have the honors.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, go ahead before I get back to Winnipeg. Go ahead. I'm going to give you the platform.
All right, for maybe less than a minute. Uncle Mace, my Maple Leafs stank the rink in the first period. And in the second period, we were not that good. But in the third period, we fucking absolutely dominated. I don't want to hear nothing from Florida Panthers fans. Manzano, go back, sit back down. I know we don't have much. I know we don't have many Stanley Cups to our names in many, many, many years, and I wasn't born in the last Stanley Cup. But I'm 2-0 now, undefeated this season for Leafs games. My last game was against the Oilers, and we won in overtime. I was nervous. I'm not gonna lie when it came to 3-2, and I saw the best part of last night was my dad's favorite player, Matt Sundin, was right in front of me in the flesh, and that's Leafs legend right there. So I paid my homage and respects to Matt Sundin, really great player for the Leafs. It was nice to be there in front, where like right by the glass, I could see everything. I got some good pictures. It was a good time. I was a bit drunk, but we got home late. Other drinks are available, of course. And we got home fine, and I had a nice day off today. But anyway, I was counting down to when Mace Taggart is gonna go live, because this is the best, and the best duos are Mace and Moss for everything.
You backtracked on that statement real quick with Moss in chat.
No, not at all.
You were about to say Mace the best, and then you realized Moss is in chat.
I just get no. I just get flustered a lot.
No, I get it.
Okay. Uncle Mace, yesterday was amazing. I loved every bit of it. But we do have a rematch next week in Florida.
Yep, we'll be there Tuesday night, doubleheader, early, the rematch in Sunrise, the Toronto and Florida, and then the late game, which is the main game, folks, Vegas and Colorado.
The Leafs have clinched the playoffs. So I think the first round is going to be a battle of Ontario, Ottawa Leafs. I'm nervous.
Melina, in here, sweetheart, everything goes through the West in here. So when I do the playoffs in 2 weeks, we'll be in either Winnipeg, we'll definitely be in Dallas.
Yeah.
And probably Edmonton, for Edmonton, LA.
Okay.
The East, I will do the loser of that division, because that's going to be good. The loser of that division.
I hope it's not us.
I will do that series, because that will be the early game, and one of the big Western Conference games will be the late game.
How's everybody's Thursday night been otherwise? Quiet?
Boring.
Yeah.
Boring. I'm getting rest. And Moss, I saw the fight. Your Bruin guy bullied Gooley in the fight just a couple of seconds.
You watching the NBA?
I was watching my Blazers against Toronto a little bit.
Oh, don't. The Raptors are useless. Sorry, Uncle Mace. we're just awful. And the Bucks are playing Philly.
# trust the process.
Oh no, there's no process when it comes to the Raptors, Steven. I'm sorry. They're just. I'm glad we didn't make the play-in. I'm glad we didn't even qualify for the play-in, because we are just awful. It's Project Tank and rebuild, right?
Tanking can work in the NBA. Just look at the 76ers. At least before the GM got fired because the NBA wanted him out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but have the 76ers got past the second round with all those years of tanking?
Yeah.
They underperformed.
No. Embiid, has he been Embiid stole the media stole it for Embiid 3 years ago. Like I say, he's somewhere in Cameroon catching lions right now.
I think he's gonna sign for the Raptors on free agency.
Moss is reporting a goal for the
He's not a free
Habs,
agent.
2-0. Caulfield with the
I
goal there.
know that game.
God
That behind.
damn it! Just an assist, I think.
All
I
right,
don't know.
Montreal just scored. Let's see who scored. Fans are
Yeah.
going crazy.
And
Oh, who
Columbus.
else? My boy Paul Caulfield scores the goal. The man who Team USA said is not good enough to play for the team. That's why Team USA sucks ass.
Hey, we beat Canada once, and we took the second one to overtime. Well, Canada barely forced overtime.
What a goal. What a setup by Suzuki. And that's a man who Team Canada still believes to this minute can't
Even
even
last
check
week
the
he
roster.
Suzuki stepped up last week against Florida. I mean, earlier this day
Suzuki,
before we played Tuesday.
Habs, Habs fans cried, "We need a hero," and Suzuki is like, "Here I am to save the day."
They are going to be so good next year.
The Leafs come. I mean, sorry, the Habs came back and won it. Of Steven. I think you
And
was up there that night.
I remember that game. It was 1-0. I
Yeah.
don't remember who the Cabs were playing. Were they playing the Panthers?
Yeah, they were playing the Panthers the day
Yeah,
before.
and then
we played.
Suzuki scored with like 9 seconds left in the third to tie it up, and then he scores 30
Scored
seconds
two.
into overtime. I saw the overtime goal.
Yeah.
Like,
that
did that
team's
just
going to
happen?
that team's going to be so good. It's scary.
I'm
Yeah.
so glad I got tickets yesterday, guys. I'm telling you, Leafs tickets are hard to get. I mean, even if you get them, they're often not the greatest seats. They're in the nosebleeds, which is no point in going to watch if you can't get a good view. But I had really good seats. It was awesome. I can't
You
believe
better,
I'm never
you
gonna
better-
I'm never gonna live that one down. Seeing Matt Sundin, come on.
I'm happy for you, but you see Matt Sundin, but you know how I look at things. You know how I look at it. At least, like I always say about the Maple Leafs this year, they have the big guns to get it done.
Yeah, there's no excuse for us not.
Winnipeg, I don't know about
Well, I
Winnipeg.
mean, there are excuses. There's Capitals, whoever you run into in the Stanley Cup final, if you make it there. I mean, let me take a look at the standings here. What could trip Toronto up? There's plenty that can. Plenty. The Tampa Bay, they're always there. Florida's good. There's the Capitals. Hurricanes are always good.
Yeah, but the Hurricanes
But
never get it done.
Yeah,
That's their
that's
problem.
a fact.
well, the
Whatever
Carol they
you
beat
do,
down
go
the Capitals
for
pretty
two.
well last night.
Thank you, Morris. Morris
Anyone
says I was
bet
going to get
anyone bet 305 watching wrestling?
no, because
What was on Thursday?
we had a little TNA, had a little explosion last night up here after the platform. So
Wait, what? Really?
yes, really, not
You
with
guys
me, not with me, not
you
End
with
of
guys
me.
his.
you guys stop wrestling up here the one
No,
day.
there was no. There was no wrestling.
It's
It
not a
was
wrestling talk show.
it was animosity what happened
Oh,
up here last night, and
really?
it, I don't make things up, honey. And I've
Oh,
never seen 305 so angry in all the 5 years I've known him. I've never seen him pissed off. I had to calm him down after the show last night
what?
and apologize to him. And he just snapped. Him and Vamos last night.
Oh no.
So
I'm
I'm,
sorry to hear that. Shit.
I'm gonna leave. Look, all I'm gonna say is this.
By the way, end of second period in Ottawa. The Senators are 2-1 up on the Lightning.
There you go. I'm hoping the Bruins go and score. I'm glad I came up this late because this second period. So I love when these teams play fast like this.
Yeah. Well, I'm sorry to hear 305. Oh man, that sucks.
Suzuki, an overtime ninja. You know what I forgot Moose was Asian until I saw his picture yesterday because I was wondering what happened to this guy. I forgot that Robertson for Dallas is an Asian. I forgot about that. I remember he got drafted that night. Oh God, did TSN make a big deal out of that? What player he turned into, right? Moss from LA? Robertson? Moss loves him too.
Brady Kachuk could mess Leafs up. Oh no, don't even do that.
No, no Brady Chuck, folks.
It's the NHL. Anything can happen.
I don't take Ottawa seriously until they get past the first round. When Ottawa does that, then I'll tip my cap to 'em. All right, Slavkowski, I don't know what this toughness has come from him all of a sudden, pointing at Jeremy Swayman. Canadians are flexing their muscles tonight, folks.
Yeah, they're up
Against the worst team in the East.
two. Is it 2-0 still?
It's 2-0 right now.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah,
Moss
Moss.
don't care. Moss wants them to lose so they can seal a top five pick.
Yeah, I do. I was just about to say that Moss wants them to lose.
The problem is there are 4 teams in the West that are just complete garbage.
Trust me.
Oh, goal!
If Gary
Columbus
Bettman-
just tied it up. 2-2. Who scored that?
Oh man!
How
If
did
Gary
that
Bettman
in?
could fix it for the Oilers all those years and could fix it for the Rangers
27.
2 years and the Devils, he could fix it for the Bruins.
Whoa, what the?
Because who is more marquee, the Bruins or the Ducks and the not the Ducks, excuse me, the Sharks and the Blackhawks right now? It's definitely the Bruins.
By the way, Aston Reese with the goal, and I'm still not sure how that got into the net from that angle, but 2-2.
Like watching Columbus.
I mean, you just don't stop scoring.
Yeah, I just look at who's the big game. I haven't looked at Tampa Bay and Ottawa. That's a big game tonight.
Oh yeah.
Back to Winnipeg. They are hearing the Stars' footsteps, folks, loud and clear. That would be a total collapse if they had the best record all year long and they don't even win the division. Next Thursday night, folks, we'll be there 8 o'clock Eastern from Big D. Stars and Jets next Thursday night. Thumbnails should have been up already, but old nephew didn't do it yet. But the storylines are up on StreamYard for all of next week.
1-0 Penguins leading the Blues after 1. Nashville and Dallas are scoreless after 1. Let's see any others. Going to be an intermission in Montreal shortly.
For my time in about a minute. Moss is pumping his fist. Isn't it some shit? It has been me all year long hoping for my team to lose. And damn, Moss is going to get a top 4 pick in the draft.
Oh my god. Crazy how sports works, huh?
Yes.
You wanted your Flames to lose so bad that they started winning games. Oh my god.
Yeah, they can't even they can't even tank right. And I'm glad the fans were
That's
voicing
like
their.
my Raptors, Uncle Mate. They can't even tank right.
What's up with these Canadian teams? They don't know how to tank.
Well, they're all in Toronto, so
Hey, Steven.
what? All the professional teams are in Toronto. Vancouver lost their NBA team.
Yeah.
Montreal lost their MLB team.
I think with the MLB team, they couldn't maintain. Well, I
Yeah,
guess.
there were like 700 people in the crowd.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh my god!
Exactly, Morse. Me and you are complete opposites, bro. Congratulations, Morse. You're gonna get a good.
I
You're
have
probably gonna.
kind of
You're
bug.
probably gonna get that Boston College kid.
Ryan Leonard, yeah, well, he already was taken by the Caps.
I'm not
Yeah.
talking about him.
What's the
Oh,
Blazers score?
So damn, Boston College.
Oh,
God,
it's a 3-point game right now. Halftime.
it's going to bother the hell out of me.
okay. Montreal 2-0 up on the Bruins after two.
When Moss is running, getting that number, getting that whatever draft pick in the top five. I'm happy for him. Shit, I got nothing. It ain't his fault my team don't know how to lose. I'm not a hater. I'm a congratulator. I'm happy for him. I wish my goddamn team had 16 straight years of excellence. Like the Bruins, and like I said, Moss, they're gonna celebrate your team, the fans, April 15th, Moss. I don't know who they play that day, but the Bruin fans are gonna give that team, that franchise, the standing ovation they deserve. All goddamn teams wish they had the Bruins 16-year. Only team who can say is the Dodgers right now. They're the only team in all of sports can say they had the same run the Bruins had. Nobody else. Yep, you got it, baby. He's gonna be a star, Moss. This is why we wanted to get into the top 7 or 8 at least. Because after that, it's a big fall off in this draft. Next year, the McKenna draft is the big draft. That one, the year after, with that 15-year-old out in Washington State.
Oh,
15 years old and dominating men.
Somebody got their commentary on
oh,
me.
so,
It's not me.
oh,
My stuff
good
is
save by the Blue Jackets.
Be careful, Steven. The audience.
tanking. Hey, Moss, what's up with the new CFL commissioner that you CFL fans are angry about, bro?
I like CFL. I can't wait for CFL season.
They got a new commissioner.
Yeah.
I learned some yesterday. A lot
Stuart,
of fans are not happy about it.
Stuart Johnson named the 15th commissioner.
Is this someone I should have heard of, or not really?
I
Yes.
don't know him at all.
Is he a former player or something, or?
Oh, he's been president of TSN since 2010.
And now he's the commissioner of the CFL.
Yes, the new commissioner of the CFL, the 15th to be exact. It was announced yesterday.
Yeah, since Melina said, let me talk about the Rogers deal that happened.
$7.9 billion. TSN is crying tears, Uncle
No,
Nick.
no. Back up. Part of that deal is Amazon gets to pick the best Canadian matchups any day of the week.
Oh, wow.
Tell that to Rogers. You think they're happy about that?
No, TSN is going to be crying. I know it.
Well, TSN could cry, but at least they still get to cover the teams they want to cover, and the Leafs are on TSN anyway.
Moss calls TSN Leafs.
Toronto Sports Network.
Yeah.
Let me also add to this. One of the things that a lot of hockey fans are angry about, and I was talking about this with the Edmonton Bubba boys with the trucker caps. When your superstars complain, your commissioner listens. If you remember when the Leafs went to Edmonton in March, Leon Draisaitl and Connor McDavid was very furious, but how come the Leafs get all the television privileges?
Because it's Toronto. It's the biggest city.
I'm not going to go there, because Marina's
It
upset.
is.
I will counter what you said, but I'm not going to do it.
It's all right. Go. I don't mind. You
I
know.
mean, it's the biggest TV market in
Um,
Canada. I mean,
who has had a dynasty and
oh,
who was
goal! Blue Jackets.
okay, him and his Blue Jackets. And,
Here we go again. The Blue Jackets are going to score 1 million goals.
uh,
It's
who do
time.
you think is more marquee worldwide? Toronto or Edmonton? Now that Edmonton got the two best players in the
I
world.
don't know if either of them register on the world scale.
Yeah,
Ice hockey's a hard one. Oh, he blocked it with his glove, but he couldn't freeze it. It drops down, and 38 is right there to
let me finish my
right there to
point. 'Cause
put it in.
Anybody that
It's
knows me knows
Jenner.
that I have no hate towards the Leafs. Matter of fact, I'm pulling for the Leafs in the East to get to the Cup final. I would like to see it. They have four
Wow.
superstars in their team,
Oh.
which I told people all the time. Toronto can match up with anyone. And if you think I'm joking, how come they swept Edmonton this year? How come they split with Colorado? If that team is so bad, folks, how come they're beating the big teams? All they needed was a kick in the ass, and Berube giving them that. Me and Moss agrees with that.
So yeah, Jenner scores for the Blue Jackets, and they now lead 3-2 on Colorado Avalanche.
You're killing me with the goddamn Blue Jackets, man.
Hey, I can't stop the fact that I can't help the fact they keep scoring.
Hour away from Edmonton. I mean, hour away from Vegas and Winnipeg. Let me see what Moss says now. 12 billion Canadian. TSN will buy games still. Yes, they will. Toronto Sports Network. But I do love their NHL, World Junior, and CFL coverage. TSN does good work.
In the States, if if
Oh no! When I used to
if
get
CFL is on TV, it's via CBS Sports Network usually.
all I know when I used to get TSN is that my man, and he's still going. My main man is Gord Miller, bro. I've been listening to Gord for over 30 years. Voice of the CFL, right, Morris Gord Miller? Yeah, Morris loves his Canadian football.
Hey, it's football. Football's football. Speaking of football, UFL in action tomorrow night.
I will be sleeping tomorrow night.
Oh, come on. It's football.
Football starts in August.
No, it started last weekend and it continues this tomorrow. Birmingham Stallions and the Michigan Panthers.
You enjoy the UFL. I'll be sleeping tomorrow night. Getting ready
Hey,
for
come
a
on.
big at a Saturday afternoon.
Hey, why do people
Tomorrow?
go and watch Division
No,
Three
no
NCAA games?
Uncle Mace tomorrow. He already said it earlier. His schedule.
That's fine.
Uncle Mace, tomorrow is the second best day of the week. Today is the best day of the week. Tomorrow it's SmackDown.
Oh God.
Steven just basically said, don't talk about SmackDown.
I'm just having flashbacks to what was it Monday when you guys just kept talking. God,
Oh God, yes, this on and on and on.
Uncle May said, guys, we just lost the people watching in the clouds.
Yeah, 10 people watching. Once that wrestling started talking.
Unfortunately, it's not 1998 anymore.
I'm sorry, Uncle Mace. It won't happen again, Uncle Mace.
Remember those Monday nights when you had Nitro against Raw?
I didn't even know that Nitro existed back then. I was WWF all the way because if that's with The Rock. is
I'm
cooking.
watching that Nitro, man.
Uh,
I had guys paying me to come to my house who didn't have cable to watch. Oh man.
hmm, yeah. All right. It looks like Tampa Bay and Ottawa are resuming their game. Back to
Talking
the
to the
streaming
captain
now.
right now, Nick Suzuki.
Moss, I am not sure what channel and where in Canada you would watch the UFL. Hang on.
UFL.
Let me take a look. UFL in Canada.
Moss has IPTV. Maybe it comes on there, but I don't know what channel.
I saw Kyle Bukowski's there. I didn't know this game tonight is on Rogers, the Canadian game. So Ontario's own Nick Suzuki, the captain of the most
Uh,
prestigious franchise on earth, folks.
hold on. Let me see if it's broadcasting. Hold on.
Speaking of which, Melina, what do you think I'm looking at across my room right now?
You got it today, your jersey?
Oh yes, it is so.
What, Uncle Mace? Why didn't you send me a picture? Oh, you're gonna show us on live air?
No. I'll send you a picture in a few minutes. I'll
We
do that.
miss seeing your face camera. We miss seeing you on
Oh,
stream.
that's coming back soon. That's coming back real soon.
And we miss Macy in the morning.
That's coming back too. Next dry cycle goal is 400. Yeah, they was talking about that today because they said which player will catch a Redskins record. Unanimously, everyone said dry cycle. He has to score 50 goals the next 9 years to catch Ovechkin. We'll see Big Leon Saturday afternoon in LA against Byfield and the Kings, folks. Mets and Jays tomorrow, the Mets home opener, 3 o'clock Eastern, the latest home opener for the Mets ever. They usually start at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. Tomorrow's 3 o'clock. And still plenty of great seats in Vegas for WrestleMania in 2 weeks. CFL is better. Um, all I know is that my team got a brand new quarterback in Calgary. That's all I care about. Matter of fact, to tell you all the
that's
truth,
for last year, though.
that's all I
I see
care.
an article here about the UFL bagging a DAZN global broadcast deal. Oh,
You
that
enjoy
might
that.
apply to Canada. They might be. They might start airing the games on DAZN in Canada.
You enjoy that, Steve.
Uh,
I was gonna say Moss is gonna do
yeah,
the draft on
yeah.
his
So
channel.
Moss, check out DAZN. See if you see a game scheduled there for tomorrow night.
Now let me finish, folks. Okay, like I was
So
saying,
sorry.
Moss will do the first 9 picks on his channel. So if you want to do the NFL draft, go to Moss's channel. I will be on with the Bears pick because I really believe that the first 9 teams picking, except for the Patriots, the other 8 teams suck, and they're gonna be right back where they are next year. This time next year in the draft.
Honestly, Mace, I think you overestimate how good the Patriots can be next year, next season. I think we'll be an 8-8. Can't say 8-8 anymore. They play 17 goddamn games.
89. That's where I got them. I took them. By the way, the overs and unders came out early this morning, like around 3 o'clock in the morning, and I took 12 teams. One of the teams I took was the Pats. I took them over 7.5.
Patriots over 7.5.
Yes, sir. Oh, I'm high on the
Uh,
Patriots, man. I'm high on the Patriots, and I'm going to say it again. You clearly have the best coach in the division.
I mean, coaching can only go so far. Your players still got to play.
$269 million spent in March. That's not enough for you, man, to field a good team. The man's a damn good coach.
And we did get Mr. Minneapolis Miracle in Minneapolis.
Yeah, you guys are good, man.
I saw that play live. Thanks.
I
Sideline. Touchdown.
I told everybody up here last season, near the end, I said the Patriots are coming, man. They lost some tough games. 2 games that come out in my mind. Indianapolis, they should have won that game.
Yeah, that hurt. That hurt.
And I think the other game, if I'm not mistaken, it was at home, but it was against a decent team. It wasn't against a real good team. The Rams. Remember that one?
It's slipping my memory at the moment. Most of last season is I've kind of want to blot out from my memory bank.
I understand, but bro.
But basically, you're saying the Patriots were like a whisker away from being 6-11.
Yes. I'm high on the Patriots, man. I never hate the Patriots.
I don't know. If the line were 8.5, I would take the under. 7.5. Oh.
Yeah, I took the over. By the way, I was dying to take the Dolphins. If it was 10 or 10.5, I would have took the under and ran with it. But the Dolphins are 8.5, so I left it alone.
Yeah, again, you should probably not bet sports.
Good at sports betting when it comes to NFL.
I'll tell you what I jumped on. I jumped on the Cowboys 7.5. I took the over.
What? Really?
7.5 games. I stole that because what's going to happen if you don't play this early like I'm doing? Dallas is going to go from 7.5. By the time the draft is over, that number is going to be 9.5.
Yeah.
Oh, by the way, sorry.
Sorry, you're going in early on the Cowboys.
Because they're not that bad. And I believe with their first 3 picks, they will fulfill their needs. A receiver to complement CeeDee Lamb, a power back they can get at 12, and an offensive lineman that can play all the positions. You could get that in the third round.
By the way, I have to interrupt because we have an important event in the Columbus, Colorado game. Charlie Coyle has just scored his first goal as a member of the Colorado Avalanche, and it is now 3-3.
I'll give him that one.
I'm sorry. Also, Blues have tied it up with the Penguins. It's 1-1 there, thanks to.
I told you it's early. The St. Louis Blues, the uniforms they wore Tuesday night, is one of my favorite uniforms. But even the St. Louis people say when they get it back in my size, they'll send it.
By the way, the Blues goal scorer. It's a beautiful day for Jake Neighbors. A beautiful day for Mr. Neighbors. I butchered that.
Tomorrow, the Blue Jays playing the.
They play the Mets.
Yeah.
The Mets.
New York Mets.
Opening day. That Met club. I'm picked the Mets to win the division. Braves off to an 0-6 start. It's going to be a long year.
Have you ever been to their stadium?
I haven't been there, but I will be there this year because I got tickets early. 5 rows from the Angels dugout for $200.
5 rows from the dugout for only $200?
Yep.
Who do you have to kill for those tickets?
Yeah, who hooked you up, and why haven't you given me their number?
Ouch.
Uncle Mace, that's amazing. You got contacts. Look at you.
I've been in and out of the sports world for a long, long time.
Yeah, before I was born. Are you gonna vlog it?
What, at the game?
Yeah, maybe like a little footage for your channel, like a YouTube short, something like that.
Oh, I'll show you like Moss does. I'll show you where I'm sitting at, just chilling.
I can't wait till your studio upgrade. We miss seeing you on camera. At least I do.
You funny. Now Slavkowski got into it with Pasternak. He got into it with Swayman. What made this guy so tough all of a sudden?
So Obi's 3 away now?
Three away. He got the
Oh
power play
no.
goal last night. Me and Steven was doing it live.
Wow. I'm shocked you guys covered the Leafs game yesterday.
Mace was
Why?
doing
It's
the
a
Leafs
marquee game
coverage. I
last
was
night.
I
Why wouldn't
know
I do
I
doing
that?
the
know
other.
Steven was praying we would lose. I know.
I
Oh,
didn't.
I know.
I have never been an anti-Toronto late Maple Leafs person.
Neither
I'm
am
just
I.
saying, there's a history here.
Of course
There's
it
a
is.
history.
We hate each other, yeah.
Mace, I hate to keep going back to Columbus, but the Avalanche just scored to make it 4-3.
Oh my gosh. Remember the other day we did the game that was 10-2?
8-4. You
Oh
had the
my
right number of
god.
goals. A dozen goals.
Yeah, that was crazy.
Vancouver Friday night was up 3-0. They lose 7-6 in overtime.
So
By the way, Parker Kelly with the Avalanche goal there.
wow, the Habs are soaring tonight.
Did they just score?
No, not yet.
If
Not
they
yet.
Not
make
yet.
the playoffs, what? I tell you right now, if they make it, they're going to give Washington a hard time.
I think that's a tough matchup though.
Oh, Penguins just scored. 2-1.
So it's 2-1 Pittsburgh now. I give Steve this. He's all over the place.
Connor Dewar.
It's 18:46 in the third.
LA and Utah are in the way.
These Habs fan channels are crazy.
I love their channels on YouTube.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. You ever see the Leafs ones? We're not that good.
No, I stay away from that. And like I said, I don't hate the Leafs, but the problem I have with the Leafs guys, they're delusional.
Our fan base, yeah, we're delusional.
Not as bad as Edmonton, and not as bad as Montreal, but well, you look at Winnipeg,
Well,
they're very,
Montreal have the titles to back up their chat. That's what I'm.
yeah, that's what I tell people all the time. Winnipeg, their fan base is always waiting for the other shoe to fall. They were all today. It was bad. Winnipeg's. And the players, according to them, the players are feeling the heat because of the schedule they're playing right now. And I told that to Moss. I said, well, you know what they're playing at the end of the year? I'm like, the Canadians are going to be called for tripping as Big Sadorov bumped the guy who tripped the Bruin player, Strobel.
Oh goodness. Nashville is up 1-0 on the Stars. How? Steven Stamkos says hello.
You want to know what's funny?
Yeah.
Nashville plays good against the good teams, and they suck against the bad.
I used to be watching Dolphins in the 70s when Moss was a sperm.
Ha ha ha.
Yes, the Masters next Thursday. I'll be doing it early in the morning.
Thursday morning, yeah.
I'll put my bet in to win the Masters on.
Hey, Steven, did you find what channel it's on? UFL?
UFL, it looks like they just signed a deal with DAZN for global coverage. So
Oh,
check
okay.
out DAZN, see if
Let me
you
check
can
my
get.
DAZN schedule.
Oh, I was about to suggest ask Moss for his DAZN login or whatever.
I can't do it. You guys enjoy the underachieving football league. You
Oh
enjoy it.
come on!
Steven, it's tomorrow?
There should be one tomorrow night at 8 p.m.
Okay,
Maybe?
let me check.
Somewhere around there. Hold on.
I can't do it. I gotta cover major sports except the NBA. We all know that that's
Yeah,
on
8 p.m.
ESPN.
Eastern.
I don't see anything.
What's the two scrub cities playing tomorrow night?
The teams playing tomorrow night are the Birmingham Stallions and the Michigan Panthers.
Yeah, it's not
Old
on.
USFL team. I'd rather watch the
Hmm.
PHWL. At least I know.
Well,
those
they're
women
on break for the next 3 weeks, so
Oh,
sorry.
NFL Draft Days on Game Pass.
I don't know.
All right, Montreal's
Yeah,
put
it's
this
on the
game
zone
away.
for the 24th.
Melina, if you don't see it on the zone, is it? Do you get Fox up in Canada at all? The Fox schedule?
No, we don't get Fox.
Yeah, because they've actually made this part of their Friday night broadcast schedule for the season. Check out the weekend. There should be 3 games over the weekend. 1 on Saturday, 2 on Sunday. See if you see any of
It's on
those.
ESPN. Fans in Canada can access games through international network streaming services that carry Fox Sports or ESPN. It's probably on ESPN.
Which would be TSN in Canada.
Or we got to use a VPN. It's probably TSN Plus. Last year they had the UFL on TSN Plus, but this year I don't even see it.
I promise you,
I saw an article that said the zone.
Trust me, that UFL.
Holy shit, the Habs are 3-0 up. I didn't even realize.
Yeah, because you was too busy looking for the UFL.
Who scored? Who scored the third?
Hold on. It was Brendan Gallagher.
God bless him. He lost his mother 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Too many people talking about that unknown football.
There's the guy who acted Batman.
Does anyone know who the hell is playing in that crap ass league?
Look,
I thought so.
Uncle Mace, the other day, I think it was it was yesterday. No, maybe 2 days ago. Val Kilmer, the actor from Top Gun and Batman, he passed away at 65.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yeah, me and Mr. Miami was talking about that.
Yeah, he was so good. He looks like Moss.
I think that's the best compliment Moss has ever gotten.
Oh my God. Steven, you just roasted him off.
I told you, Steven.
Val Kilmer is Iceman.
You get all your American cable channels too.
Yeah, because the UFL in the US at least, the games are split between Fox and ABC/ESPN. But again, I saw an article. It was from yesterday that the UFL signed a global, DAZN global broadcast deal.
I did not come up here tonight on my network to talk about the UFL.
Sorry. Hey, it's football. You asked for football, you got football. It may not be the NFL yet, but it's that. It's something.
I'll see that in August. In my mind right now, I'm going to tell you the truth. My mind right now is who the hell my GM is going to make up to the fan base for something he didn't do.
Whoa. Sorry to interrupt, but the St. Louis Blues have scored two goals to take the lead against the Penguins 3-2. Pavel, Buchnevich and Jordan Cairo.
Buchnevich. Because I have him in my fantasy league. Buchnevich.
Well, you got to go from him.
Buchnevich scored one of the goals.
So
the Invincible Blues, folks, come storming back.
Oof.
We'll see them Saturday night in the rematch with the Avalanche. This time the game will be in St. Louis. Next Saturday night, 4 o'clock, Avalanche will end their season. It will be their last game. They are the only team in the NHL will have a whole week off before they play their first playoff game. And they'll be in LA, and then the nightcap will be Montreal and Toronto. So John Jansen's Blues up 3-2. And Moss, any word when you gonna get your computer back, bro?
He was thinking this week sometime, but might be slipping. Ooh! Nearly a golden opportunity for Columbus to tie the game there, but they couldn't capitalize.
Uncle Mace,
Yeah,
I know you gave us the schedule yesterday, but can you tell us what time you're starting on Saturday?
4 o'clock.
Oh, you started early.
Oilers Kings. It's like last Saturday when I started at 4:30 and went all the way to the end of the Flames game.
Okay, I'll join at 4.
Yeah, 4 o'clock.
You know the thing with this stupid YouTube, sometimes you're in the middle of a live, like it even happens on Moss's channel, and I have the notifications on for all the streams. Um, Sometimes the person is in the middle of their stream, and YouTube doesn't tell me until they're like 25 minutes in, and I'm like, why the what? Like, what's going on, YouTube? Or they don't even notify people at all.
They never notify me who's coming on. Never. But I got some good news. Remember last was that on Sunday?
When Kuda was up here, it was on Sunday.
No, Cooler was Saturday. Okay.
Oh yeah.
I told
You
you
got better memory than me.
that I could be monetized by the end of the week. Well, they hit me up about an hour ago before I came on the air and said that I just need to do the finishing touches before I get monetized again. So
Oh,
I'll
okay,
let
that's gonna be good. I
and
had
for
to
now,
update,
when
and
I do
I'm
a
like,
YouTube,
send
when
it
I
back.
do live, I will put down in the heading all the biggest jersey collectors in North America. I'm gonna have a lot of them pulling up here this fall. Blues almost scored again. Now, but Montreal's over. I'm watching this one now. Cairo tied it. Bushevich gave them the lead. Cairo is on fire for the Blues. I asked update and I'm like, send it back already. Maybe they will be sending tomorrow and get Monday, hopefully. Yeah, Moss is hoping to get his computer back.
Oh! Sorry. Oh, what's his
No, it's
name?
okay.
Avalanche
It's okay.
just scored again. 5-3. It's Makar. McKinnon passes to the side. Makar one times it right past the goalie. 5-3.
That jersey is very popular here in the States. It's hard to get Avalanche. But I got mine Ginner, so I'm not worried. I got me. And again, shout out to the Team LA store. They did a phenomenal job with this jersey.
And by the way, Cale Makar has just become the first defenseman to score 30 goals in a season in, I think, almost 20 years. Moss, you're going to have to, they just showed the graphic, but I missed the year. 08-09?
0809. Who was the scoring defenseman then?
You may be crying right now, Moss, but trust me, this will only make you stronger.
McCarr.
Cale Makar putting as a defenseman putting his 30th into the goal this season.
Pass by McKinnon and that shot. Wow. Boom. One timer.
And that is how the second period ends in Columbus. Avalanche on top 5-3.
So Steven on point.
And that's Cale Makar's first 30-goal season. Of course, leading the in NHL in history with 5 30-goal seasons for a defenseman. Take a wild guess who it might be.
Well, Borg retired long before 2008-9, so it wasn't him.
As much as I love Ray Bourque, it's not Ray Bourque, but it is another Bruins legend. The man who, as far as I'm aware, is still flying above the ice at the Boston Garden, Bobby Orr.
Well, I'm not going to get into any Bobby Orr talk tonight. Because Moss knows how I feel about Bobby Orr.
Overrated?
Hell no, the greatest player on the face of the earth is still living. The greatest hockey player of all time.
Maybe greatest defenseman, maybe.
No. Moss knows I'm speaking facts. Bobby Orr is the greatest hockey player to ever lace up a pair of skates.
I believe Wayne Gretzky has that title.
No, he doesn't. Not in Canada, he doesn't. And damn sure not in Boston.
Well, of course not in Boston. So since when do we
Moss,
get to make definitive announcements?
Can you please tell young Steven here that Bobby Orr is the greatest hockey player to ever live? Please tell him that. Moss.
I'll give him like top 2.
No.
What? No, he's the greatest hockey player around. What?
Come on.
He's in the Hall of Fame for a reason, Steven.
I know he's in the Hall of Fame. So is Ray Bourque.
Is the greatest.
Steven, he's the youngest player to ever be in. Hold on, and let me dead this conversation right now. Steven, he's the youngest player to ever be inducted into the Hall of Fame. He is incredible. Oh my gosh.
He's just before my time. I never saw him live.
Gretzky don't have.
I never saw him live too, but come on, if you know hockey, you know about Bobby Orr. Everybody
I grew up with Ray Bourque. When I think of defensive excellence, that's Ray Bourque.
Oh my gosh!
Of course, then in the retirement, he's kind of turned into a guy that ate Ray Bourque.
Hopefully, Moss didn't hear you because I never seen another player who can control the pace of a game like Bobby Orr.
There you go. Let me put it up there.
As a Bruins fan, I could say Ray Bourque, and you know, at least Moss will be like, yeah, he's got the spirit.
Yo, Raven, I didn't hear about Platinum today. I didn't know he was in that storm. I didn't know anything.
Raven.
Bobby Orr is.
Big up, Raven.
Wow.
This is for you, Moss.
You're not even putting Wayne in the top 2. That is
Number 4, Bobby Orr. They're doing the Mount Rushmore of the NHL right now. And I said my 4, Orr 1, Lemieux 2, Gretzky 3, Gordie Howe 4. The difference between Gretzky and Lemieux was such a damn presence on the ice, man. Lemieux just fucking dominated, man, like no other, bro. Only Orr did it better.
I feel like if you did a NHL around Mount Rushmore, you would need at least one. Well, you need a forward, a defenseman, a goalie, and then someone else.
No goalies sniff the Mount Rushmore.
Oh, come on. You got to have all the positions represented.
They don't do it that way. Patrick Waugh. They do points on the board because offense matters. Look at today's hockey.
Defense wins championships.
Oh, yeah, really? So how come Bobby Orr had a mediocre Gary Shearers and he dominated and the Bruins won cups?
Tim Thomas was good that year.
I wasn't talking about Tim Thomas. I said Gary Cheevers back in the 70s.
That's before my time, man.
I saw the Bruins. That's probably the first memory I have of the NHL, 1972. Number one, the Summit.
I was born in 87, man.
Well, you was born during Rendezvous then. You missed the Oilers dynasty. Let me see. Raven said, in Arkansas.
Goalie's too close. I mean,
Yeah,
Maybe Dominic Hasek? Dominic Hasek was something else.
I'll take Wall over Hasek.
Wall is a bit of a prima donna, though.
I'll
I don't
take
know.
Bordeaux too.
He had an
Dominant
attitude.
goalies. I'll take Bordeaux over Hasek also.
Uh, I don't know.
I think the guy that's getting too much love is Andre Fleury. I don't know about that.
Everyone just loves Marc-Andre Fleury for some reason.
Because he's funny. He's charismatic.
No, you want to know who's funny in goal is Ilya Brizgayev. It's his only game. Why you have been mad? You have no idea what I'm talking about?
I know what you're talking about. It's been so long. The book I read on Own.
First book I read on Own. Number 4, Bobby Orr.
That's right, Don Cherry. Number
I miss Don
4,
Cherry.
Bobby Orr.
Don Cherry.
And you wait till I get that jersey. Shit. That one's coming. I wasn't a big fan of Lemieux. That's why I'll never buy his jersey. I was never a big
Lemieux?
fan. Yeah, but I had to give him his due. That dude dominated.
Yeah.
Razor says Bobby Orr, that's a famous name.
Yeah, he's one of the greatest in the world.
Right now, Stephen, by votes of the fans, the Mount Rushmore as we speak is Orr one.
Well,
Hi,
this is how
Ken.
I would construct my NHL Mount Rushmore. Would be Gretzky or I'm putting Hasek up there, but put whoever you think is the best goalie and Gordie Howe. That's mine.
Okay, that's you.
Because you gotta have a goalie
Morris,
up there. You
a
have to.
lot of Canadians
Ooh.
are joining your bandwagon, but a lot of people believe that Ovechkin is
Oh.
okay, but he's not that good.
Why am I limited to 4?
Because that's what's on Mount Rushmore, the 4 greatest presidents
Yeah, but
of
that
all time.
sucks.
Well, yeah, Moss, a lot of people, you listen to TSN, a lot of people think Ovechkin is okay. He's a one-trick pony. And a lot of people want somebody off that Mount Rushmore, and they want Sidney Crosby on it. Ravens doing a lot of
Lightning
movie
have pulled their
reviews.
goalie. Oh, sorry.
I'll be right back, everybody.
No worries, Uncle Mace.
Down to
There's a
one
lot
sec.
of movie news today, Uncle Mace. A lot of movie reveals. I'm just waiting tonight. Storm waiting our turn. Good luck, Raven. Kane's Uncle Mace stepped out for a bit.
Just to let you know, Ottawa, Tampa Bay down to the last 136. Tampa Bay has pulled their goalies and they're down 1. Here we go.
And have still 3-0.
Yeah, that one's over.
Blues are 3-2 on the Penguins.
What?
Jesus, 30 goals from a car?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
It's a very exclusive class of defensemen with at least one 30-goal season.
Wow, he's quality. Crazy how good he is.
Yeah, he's had a very good season. Very,
Yeah.
very... No, great season. Great season.
Phenomenal. Oh, 3. Yeah, it's 3-1. Boston got a goal.
Oh. Hold on. Goal from... Hold on. Oh. You sure it's 3-1?
I see it on my screen, 3-1. Yeah.
ESPN's still saying 3-0. Oh, there it is.
Yeah.
Elias Lindholm. 3-1.
Well, could the Boston Bruins
No.
come back?
No.
Hey, you never know.
I'm pretty sure.
I know you're bad. Well, sorry, Pasternak, by the way. I know you're not good this season. I need to add the disclaimer.
Well, we're not. We were mediocre at best, and now we're not good. We're less than that now.
Yeah, I appreciate the honesty, Steven.
There's some mediocre teams that can actually get hot and go on a big run. The Bruins, they weren't that They weren't that class of mediocre. They were mediocre and no chance of getting on a run.
Don't worry, Steven. If you tank, you'll get a good draft pick. You know how it is.
I just feel like tanking doesn't work as well in the NHL as it does in the NBA.
In basketball,
you need to actively build a team here.
Moss says we need to. Yeah, Pasternak's playing well.
You get like maybe one guy who's good enough for the NHL right now. Everyone else goes down to the affiliates to start. Like, it's not like a draft pick can have an immediate.
Moss says we'll be back. I like the confidence in Moss. First things first. Before the Bruins come back, it would be nice to have your goddamn laptop fixed.
Ottawa keep clearing the puck.
You use a new setup or something? You mentioned it.
Huh?
You mentioned it in the chat because you weren't here for a few weeks.
Oh, yeah. It's just I'm not in my normal residence at the moment. So
no, not that. I mean that device. Like you said, you changed your computer or something. That's what you meant by setup.
I didn't have access to my computer for a while, but I have it here now.
Oh, sweet. Hi, Tony. Uncle Mace just stepped out for a little bit, Tony and Kane. So you gotta wait for the link to drop. He'll be back, I'm sure. But the Habs are up 3-1 on the Bruins.
Tampa Bay trying to get the tying goal here. 20 seconds left. Into the middle. Into the big zone. Oh, he had a perfect opportunity and just whipped on the
final countdown.
Oh, he had it, and he had the space and goal to shoot it into. Oh,
wow.
Are we going to have more? Are they going to have another face-off, or are we out of time?
Yeah, we got, 5 minutes left?
No. The goalie stopped it, but I'm not sure if he froze the puck before time ran out or if the clock expired. So
Any
I don't know.
Update on the Penguins?
No. This is Ottawa and Tampa Bay. I'm talking here.
Yeah. Any update on the? Oh,
Penguins?
Okay, Ottawa.
Yeah, it's 2-1. We're trying to figure out if there's a need for another face-off or if time has expired.
Tampa Bay.
Manzano's apologizing in the chat to all the Leaf fans that he talked so much shit the other night.
Tony, you want to hear this? Tony, I was at the game yesterday and forget the win. I knew when I go watch the Leafs, we're going to win, hopefully.
Before you do, I don't think he knows who he is.
Really?
I'm dead serious.
Oh, God. How do you not know who he is?
I'm not going to go there. As much as I love Sundin, I'm not going there.
All right. Uncle Mace, this is one of those moments where you say, I'm going to leave it alone.
I'm going to leave it alone.
All right.
So it does look like we're going to have one last face-off here in Ottawa with 0.6 seconds left on the clock.
Ottawa,
or whatever's after Wadsworth. And that face-off goes sideways.
Uncle Mace, the Bruins got one back.
It's too late now. My money's down the drain.
It's over, Senators. 2-1.
2-1. Yep. The final face-off went to the wrong side for.
All right. So who you guys got first round? Toronto, Ottawa.
I'm gonna leave that one alone.
Nobody wants to hurt my feelings. All right.
I'll give you that one. I mean, it's funny. Ottawa can go on a run. They're like, remember how I said the Bruins are mediocre and can't get on a run? Ottawa are mediocre but can go on a run.
Yeah, they can.
Man,
But-
Ryan White was saying in the chat. That's why I said he probably don't know who Max Sundin is, and I don't. And like he's saying in the chat, he doesn't really care.
As a Panthers fan, I don't really care about number one in our division as much as I thought I would. Fair play. Tomorrow, the Blue Jays taking on the Mets. I'm going to be looking forward to that.
Donald's the type of fan he only cares about the teams he supports.
Yeah, not the other teams.
I like everybody.
Me, I like all hockey. I like all football, except the Cowboys.
Yeah, that's the way I am.
I know we draft well the Cowboys, but our season often derails.
I jumped on that 7.5 this morning. You better believe I did.
Are you gonna do by the way, are you gonna do NFL draft? I mean, sorry, like a fantasy draft.
I will start my draft and pick 10 the Bears.
No, not that. I mean the fantasy draft.
Yes, we will have that in August 31st.
They'll be live on air too.
I talk a lot of trash about the Maple Leafs, but I respect the team. To be honest, I respect the Maple Leafs, even though I talk a lot of trash and stuff like that.
I respect their fans for putting up with all this misery.
Tony, I was at the game yesterday, right behind the glass. It was incredible.
And to be honest, like I said, as a Panthers fan, the seeding to me doesn't matter as much as I thought it did, because we're more of a playoff team than a regular season team, how we're built and stuff like that.
All right, we'll see.
Moore said, you will care, man, Donald, when it's the Battle of Florida in round 1.
Yeah. Wait, is it we're facing Tampa in the first round?
You don't want that smoke.
Man, let's be up here Tuesday night, because that's the first game of my doubleheader. Thank God they're starting that game at 7 o'clock Eastern time.
Tampa wants revenge after didn't we sweep them or something like that?
Yes, you did.
Tampa like the Captain America of the playoff of the NHL. I can do this all day.
Who would you compare to the Patriots like who's America's team in?
Oh, first of all, the Patriots are not America's team.
That's
I
true.
don't know.
No. In our generation, and anybody under 30, America's team is not the Cowboys; it's the Patriots. To be honest,
I don't think
maybe
so.
the Packers.
Manzano, if anybody is America's team in the last 30 years, it's definitely the Packers. Not even close.
Okay, yeah, the Packers. My mistake.
They got the most championships, and they had two of the most marquee quarterbacks in the history of the sport in Favre and Rodgers.
And yet they only had one Super Bowl to show for it.
Yeah, but you know what, Manzano? Every Sunday between 1992 and 2022 for 30 straight years, you know the quarterback is entertaining you.
Yeah, and this is what I can't stand. That's why I can't stand Packers fans when they say they never had great quarterback play. I'm like,
no, I'm not going back there again.
And hey, Jordan Love ain't half bad.
I know, but right now I'm mad at him right now.
You're mad at him?
Mace, I follow Adam Schefter on the real Adam Schefter on Twitter on X, and he's saying that he has reliable sources within the Dolphins saying that Tua is permanently he's going to retire. He doesn't like
what?
I'm going to leave that Dolphin stuff alone. You know that
that
in the
would be
last year I've
sad.
been
That's
clowning them every
sad.
chance I get because everything I said about that sorry ass franchise has been right. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
make that.
The Dolphins.
And me and Mace talk about this a lot too, Miss Molina, when we're talking about like comparing hockey teams to other like hockey fan bases to other fan bases.
Yeah, you said it the other day.
Yeah, Edmonton is the delusion, the level of delusion of the Edmonton Oilers is equivalent to the Dolphins. Well, they had the right to be delusional because of the banners they have in their stadium, but have they won anything the past decade?
No.
Haven't won anything in
Past
35
3
years.
decades.
I got a question. Tony, we still have to replay you Tuesday night in Florida.
Oh yeah. Oh, we do.
Yeah, we used to play on Tuesday.
That's the undercard Tuesday night. The main event is Vegas at Colorado, 9:30.
Are we the late game on Tuesday then?
No, it's 7 o'clock at night. You're the undercard.
Oh, we're the early game.
Yes,
You're the
undercard.
co-main event.
All
Yeah,
right, we're the
you're
co-main
undercard.
event.
Yes, the main event is Colorado Vegas.
I don't know what it is. Why has the East always been top heavy? Has it always been like that, or were they ever deep? Mace?
The East had their time, but ever since, I'm going to say, wow, probably ever since Detroit, Quebec moving to Colorado, Dallas got good. They all got good at the same time, and they just took over the league. The Western Conference is taking over the league. It really started with Edmonton, Calgary, and LA when Gretzky went to that's a perfect to answer your question. When Gretzky went to LA, everything changed.
I've always I hope I'm not off in my timeline. I thought didn't Toronto start in the Western Conference?
They was in the West. Yeah, they lost. They won the greatest series you ever see. Gretzky scored the hat trick in the game winner in Game 7 in Toronto, 1993.
Montreal just scored.
It did your boy knock Toronto out in '94. Your boy Pavel Bure.
It's 4-1.
Was that Toronto team? Did that Toronto team have Milan Hajduk on it?
No, Hajduk was in Colorado.
Or my God, who's the guy who was on that Toronto team in the '90s? Dang it! Shoot, it wasn't Hajduk. I know.
Yeah, they had a good team back then. They had my man there too.
Was that Van Riemsdyk?
Nah, Van Riemsdyk is the 2000s. The Doug Gilmour was on that team. Wendell Clark on one leg was on that team. But that 2014, folks, I'll say it again. I followed that team like it happened 5 seconds ago. God.
It seems like most of the Eastern Conference teams were always up and down the East Coast and in the Midwest.
Canada had good teams in the early 2000s. Toronto was great. Ottawa was a powerhouse. Never could get over the hump. Montreal, Ottawa, 25 years ago, bro. That was must-see TV.
Oh, was that the Marion Hossa?
Mm-hmm. That was the Hossa teams. Yep. That was some damn good teams, bro. And they couldn't beat Toronto.
Calgary. I thought Calgary was in the East for a little bit too.
Nah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah, when they was in Atlanta, and then they moved them to the West.
So once the teams kept on relocating is what hurt the East, basically.
Yes. Really, Gretzky going West hurt the Eastern Conference.
Goal! Columbus 6-3. Toes at the goal.
There you go.
Columbus has had, to me, Columbus has had great teams, but they never could get over the hump, like you said. Columbus had good teams, but they always had to deal with like Chicago, Detroit, and stuff like that.
Columbus were always mediocre, Tony.
Huh?
They wasn't good. Columbus was always mediocre.
In the 2010s?
Yeah. They only passed the second round. They only got to the second round once when they won the biggest upsets in history when they swept the team with the best record, 126-point Lightning team. They swept them.
Wow.
Those Lightning teams are like, oh.
You ain't lying, Steve.
So
see, I hated Stamkos.
Oh,
it's weird. I hated Stamkos, but I liked Anderchuk for some reason. I hate
Stamkos
Stamkos was
20-some years ago. Stamkos, I always liked Stamkos.
I don't know what it is why I hated Stamkos way more than I grew up with both Tampa teams, and I preferred the team with Andrewchuk and
Lavalier and Saint Louis.
yeah,
Corey,
and Nikolai Hovey-Bulin.
God, I can't stand Hovey-Bulin.
you can't stand him. I don't know what it is.
Bastard, bro. I can't stand Hovey-Bulin. Yeah, man. When Gretzky went, remember Toronto was in the West too. And I'll tell you one more team no one talks about when they used to be in the West. Another one that changed it was when Scotty Bowman left the Penguins and went to Detroit.
Scotty Bowman?
Mm-hmm. Basically, and I hate to say it, but I think the NHL
prefers the West.
Yeah.
Holy cow.
But Bettman actually, with Bettman having three teams in the Sun Coast actually winning multiple championships, I think they're going to add. I think you said they're trying to add. Atlanta makes no sense. I think they might add another team in Texas. Have another team in Texas.
Yeah, they are. Houston's going to get a team.
And I think that team is going to be in the East. Or do you think they want that team in the West with Dallas?
They want Phoenix back.
So if they add Phoenix and they add Houston, would Houston go to the Eastern Conference?
No, Houston will be with Dallas for a natural rivalry.
It feels that will be uneven conferences.
Tony,
though.
It easily could be fixed. Tony, it could easily be fixed. Just put Chicago in the East.
Oh, and have them with Detroit and have all the Midwest teams in the same conference. Columbus, Nashville, Dallas.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you could put that. You could put Columbus in. I mean, you could put Chicago in the East.
Honestly, I'm surprised that all the Canadian teams are not in the same conference.
It was 4 years ago.
Canada's a very wide country.
I like that. I like when they had the Canadian division when they had COVID. I did like that a lot. I enjoyed the Flames playing all the Canadian teams every night.
Mace, I know we have to keep going back to Columbus a lot, but it's 7-3. Apparently, they're playing a football game in this arena.
I'll tell you one thing about Columbus, and Steve is right. One thing about them, they are exciting, even when they're losing 7-3.
By the way, Cale Makar picked up his 90th point of the season, far and away leading defenseman in the NHL this season. He's got a shot at 100 points as a defenseman.
The first time since.
When was the last time we saw that?
Lindstrom, I think, did it.
As a defenseman?
Yeah, I think Lindstrom did it.
Yeah.
I don't think so.
That makes sense.
I don't think Nick ever got 100 points.
I mean, I think it's an outside chance, but it's a chance.
Did Bobby Orr do it?
Hell yes.
There's a bear shit in the woods.
126.
Jesus, I just realized Steven said it's 7-3 Colorado.
Yeah, they're playing football apparently.
That's my Stanley Cup pick since July. I told everybody Avalanche will make the Cup Finals.
I think There are some teams in the West that are going to have something to say about that.
Habs win, Bruins lost again.
Wait, I keep on thinking Zubov was an offensive defenseman or defense?
Yes, offensive defenseman. Yes.
I thought he scored 100 points once. Him and Lindstrom. I'm pretty sure Lindstrom did it.
Check it out.
But
I'll tell you right now. Moss is going to enjoy that top 4 pick while my team is going to be scrambling and scouting a bunch of mediocre first rounders.
You're still pissed about that trade.
Because those dumbasses don't know how to lose. Oh, we enjoyed the year. Shut up. We blew the season. Shit. Goddamn Boston got a top
You're
4.
going to be like the Philadelphia Eagles fans when they lost out on OJ and then booed Santa Claus. That's why they booed Santa Claus. They were having a terrible year, but then got good near the end and missed out on the OJ Simpson lottery.
Philadelphia.
So they had literally nothing to be happy about.
This is from Manzano. Nicholas Lindstrom's career. I'll let you know if he got 100 points. Got over 1,000, so he had to get 100 points. There were some damn good Red Army teams, too. All right, 60, 41, 48. No, Tony, he never cracked 100.
Unless I am thinking of his partner in Chelios that did it.
Me, I don't think he did it either. I know Ray Borg did it. I know Paul Coffey did it numbers of times.
Did Brian Leach do it?
No.
Leach was more a defense guy?
Yeah.
A shutdown guy?
Yeah.
If Moss, if you're still in chat, do you know the last time a defenseman got 100-plus points in an NHL season?
All right. Listen to these 2 years for Nick Lindstrom, which is effing believable. Let me see, let me get it right. Make sure I got it right. Okay, I got it right now. Make sure. Now, he never got 100 points.
He got close to it, but he didn't get it.
No, he never came close. His best year, he had 73 points.
Which is a lot for a defenseman normally.
Yes.
Because
hell of a career, man.
And what people forget, in general, there was more, when you look at defensemen back then, it was rare that you saw defensemen scoring that many points at 73. Most of the guys were shut down, like defensive defensemen. There wasn't a ton of.
Bobby Orr, Ray Borg, and Paul Coffey set the bar so high, no one could touch it. Now I was looking at Ray Borg's number. Anaheim tied the Flames. I was looking at Ray Borg's numbers the other day, and I was blown away, man.
How about any of the big defensemen who played for Montreal in their heyday?
Montreal was all about defensive defensemen.
Oh, they were shut down, basically?
Yeah. And who was the other guy you said besides Lindstrom? You said somebody else.
Sergei Zubov.
Right. I know he didn't do it, but let's look at it anyway. I saw a lot of his career because he started with the Rangers.
Was Anaheim at the end of his career?
No, Zubov played a lot of years in Dallas. I know that.
I may be going too far back to answer this question. Did Ray Bork ever score 100 points in a season?
Hell yes.
Okay, so maybe he's the last one to do it?
It could be. Hell yeah, Ray Borg. I saw his numbers the other night, Steve. They are astronomical. I was like, damn. Let me
How
do
you
Ray.
do that?
They don't have Zuboff in here. Let me do Ray Boy. Yeah, man. I can see why now Boston fans love them so much.
Years and years of agony, but we had one shining light.
Manzano, this is the career of Ray Boyd. 410 goals, 1,169 assists, 1579 career.
Jesus.
Ridiculous.
The last.
Ridiculous.
You guys are wondering the last defenseman to do it was Erik Karlsson when he was in Ottawa.
What year was
That's
that?
right. 2015?
2022 to 2023.
Last year? Or 2 years ago?
Yeah.
Jeez.
That's why the Penguins wanted him so bad in the trade.
I didn't think it happened that often.
All right, Ray Boyd didn't get 100 points in his career. I'm looking at it right now, but he had a lot of. This one makes Steve smile. He had a lot of 96s and a lot of 95s.
Oh, so close. That's probably what Makar will end up with, 96, 95, somewhere around there. Unless he goes crazy in the Avs' last few games.
Ray Boyd, what a career, folks. What a career for Ray Boyd. Yeah, Ray Boyd, man. Incredible. 1,500. Let me see again for Ray. 1,579 points. He almost had 2,000 points, man.
That's not close to 2,000 points, but whatever.
Yeah. the last in the new millennium, there's only been 2 defensemen to do it. Erik Karlsson and Brian Leetch.
Okay, so it isn't common.
Leach did it in '94.
No, he scored 101 points in 21 goals, 80 assists in the 91-92 season.
Yeah. You know why? This will surprise a lot of you. That was the year Messier first came. The Rangers. That was the best Ranger team ever, and they didn't. And when they slashed Lemieux, that was the Jaromir Jagr show. Jaromir Jagr and Ron Francis alone beat the Rangers in 6 games. They lost Lemieux in game 1. Adam Graves hit him on purpose and slashed his wrist, knocked him out of the playoffs.
They hurt the pretty boy and everybody got mad.
Oh, you do that. It's time to fight.
Yeah, I remember that. Ranger fans, if they didn't win the Stanley Cup 2 years later after that, Ranger fans will be talking about that forever. We was the best team in '92, but the Penguins, Mario Lemieux was a little bitty, and they slashed his wrist. Yeah, that's the way they talk there. Yeah,
Wait,
that was
was the '90s the Broad Street Bullies?
No, that was '70s. Yeah, Moss did it. Yeah, Moss had it. With
it's a rarity in general for defensemen to score that many points because, like I said, I think throughout history, I think there was more defensive defensemen throughout the history of the NHL. There was offensive defensemen didn't come until the 2000, like late '90s, early 2000s. Do you agree, Mace?
Well, Bobby Orr was ahead of his time. He was sort of the prototype.
Yep, sure was. Go look at Bobby Orr's early years in the league, and you will see something that,
Was Ray Bourque what year did Ray Bourque play for Boston?
80-something?
1979. That was one of the great
79? Oh, my God. I wanted to say 79, but I didn't. I thought, no, he couldn't have been in the league for that long.
Yeah, he was. 21 years. He was in the league for 22 years. That's one of the reasons why Moss became a Bruins fan as a little kid. Like me as a Flame fan. That's why I became a Flame fan as a 7-year-old. There was an expansion team. They was on TV every week. But like I said, my first big memory of hockey was the Summit games in Moscow in '72. Paul Henderson's goal, and then Bobby Orr winning the Stanley Cup at Madison Square Garden. They gave it to him and Phil Esposito, and the Ranger fans were crying. That was a damn good Bruins team too. Good God, that was good. Yep, Moss is right. Oil and coffee made it seem all easy. Yes, true, Steve. But remember, you have Messier, Curry, uh, uh, Kevin Lowe, Gretzky. Of course, you're going to get those points, especially back in those days when nobody had an answer for the Oilers. But the guy definitely was a great player, Paul Coffey, but he wasn't Bobby Orr.
By the way, Cale Makar joins this illustrious list of consecutive 90-point seasons. Bobby Orr's on there, 5 90-point seasons in a row. I forgot all the other names on there, but Cale Makar joins them.
When you was a kid, you ever saw Larry Bird always look up to the rafters when they sang the national anthem?
He was looking at number 4, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
Yeah,
and he was from French Lick, Indiana. He was from French Lick, Indiana, folks, in the Doom Box. And even he knew who Bobby Orr was. Steve, sometime, you know what you should do? Go to Google and Google the 72 Stanley Cup Finals, Rangers, Bruins. Watch that, St. Louis, 1970, when Orr leaped in the air in the sky when he scored the winning goal to win the Stanley Cup.
He still hadn't come back. He still hasn't come down. He's frozen in time.
All right, they're dancing in St. Louis. Look like it's going to be 11 in a row now for the Blues.
Jeez, they're peaking too soon. It's too
Kyler
soon.
Again, folks, his 34th, 4-2 St. Louis. And the Blues, the Penguins fan in the crowd looks fucking lost. Wow. As Moss's old coach, Jim Montgomery, got these guys going. Your old coach, though. St. Louis, 4-2, 14 minutes left in the game. Good night, Melina. Melina went to bed. I have Borg's first hockey cards. He looked like a French teen wolf. His hair and brows so hairy. Raymond. Well, Coffee got to QB a power play with Curry, Messier, and Gretzky. That is true. But then again, the Bruins did have Ken Hodge and Espo. And fucking Espo scored over 700. He was the first player ever to do it. I was a big Esposito fan as a kid. I gotta get his jersey too in the Bruins. I was a big Espo fan. But my favorite player. Good night, sweetie. She's going to sleep. I'll send you the picture tonight and show it to his sister tomorrow at work. You know who my favorite Bruin was besides Bobby Orr, Steve?
Bill Esposito.
He's there too, but there's one more. And Morris goes
Oh Jesus.
80,
Uh,
80s Bruins.
Jesus. It's not coming to me.
I was a huge Rick Middleton fan.
Yeah. I wasn't watching ice hockey back then, to be honest.
He wasn't even alive back then. He was born probably the last years of,
87.
of Rick Middleton. One day he had a bad knee, and we didn't have the medical technology now like then. So St. Louis folks, they're on their way to 11 in a row. We'll see them Saturday against the Avalanche in the rematch from last week. Which the Blues won in Denver 2-1 and took it to the Avalanche. That's true. Borg did have Adam Oates and Neely.
Cam Neely, there's a name.
Yeah, those are Morse's boys. Let's go to Winnipeg. Just started in LA and Vegas. Kings are playing tonight too. They're in Utah. Keep an eye on all this for you folks. Rick Middleton. Hell yeah. All right, no score in Salt Lake City. It's hard for me to say a team in Salt Lake City. They have that baseball stadium, a quarter done already, $900 million baseball ballpark to lure a team to Utah. And I think that's going to happen in the near future. Someone's going to leave. If I'm Tampa, I might as well go. You're a nomad franchise anyway. Why don't you hop to Salt Lake City?
I think we need to stop relocation at this point. Like, enough. The people of Oakland getting screwed because the owner's greedy ass. Like, you expect the city of Oakland, with all their problems, to build you $1 billion stadium for
I
free?
totally
Give me
agree.
a break.
I totally agree with you.
You're a billionaire. Build your own damn stadium.
Moss said Rick Middleton, number 16 is why he went number 16 himself. Dallas up 3-1 now. They're getting
Still
ready
7-3
for
in Columbus. Surprisingly, still 7-3 in Columbus.
They're going to have to do something in Columbus. They better take their checkbook. They got $48 million in cap space and sign the best defenseman's money can buy. Or trade for one. Because it's not working in Columbus, folks. Good night, love. Melina said good night to you, Steve. We love you, Melina. Good night,
Good
love.
night.
I'll send you that picture before you go to bed.
Well, Nashville scored the first goal against Dallas tonight, but Dallas has scored 3 unanswered.
I told you.
Bar as usual.
Yeah, I mean, these
The $100 million bonfire continues.
You know what team, Steve, I'm sorry, you give a lot of credit to? This Utah team right here.
Yeah, I mean, for being a no-name team.
You ain't lying. But that owner got so much money, man. They say he's gonna go big whale hunting in July 1st.
We'll see.
They got a lot of draft picks. And they're not that far off, man. Let me just call a spade a spade. 'Cause I think you do too. For the Coyotes, this is one of their best seasons in a long time. Come on, let's be real.
In fairness, Utah makes more sense for ice hockey than Arizona.
Yeah.
Although apparently Arizona State has a decent ice hockey program. Don't ask me why.
Know who won the not Division One, but the league underneath? UNLV in their first year of having a hockey program. Congratulations to my Rebels. Of course, I'm a huge fan.
Now,
of
are they the running Rebels in ice hockey, or do they call them the skating Rebels?
They're the running Rebels.
Ah. Missed opportunity.
Yes. I see just giving you the updates and the scores.
Oh.
Winnipeg and Vegas just faced off right now. Just started. And folks, I said it earlier, according to their media, because they're on every day for 3 hours, the Jet players are feeling the heat coming from the Dallas Stars. Moss, get the court to Molina. They are feeling it, folks. And if Dallas holds on and Vegas wins tonight, it will only be a 2 point lead. Let me ask you a question. Would you have believed that Winnipeg would have blew this division with their start?
I mean, what goes up must come down,
Wow.
generally.
That's a good way of putting it, Steve. I'm not going to lie to you. That's a good
I mean,
way.
Winnipeg is definitely a very good team. But, I mean, you know, you run into ruts. You eventually get pegged back a little bit. We'll see what happens.
I agree. I'll be back in a minute, Steve. You hold the fort.
Okay. In the last 3 minutes in Columbus, although there's not much suspense in this one, 7-3 Avalanche. Ooh! Columbus player goes down. Grab it. Did he get a stick to the face on accident? Stop play. He's rubbing under his eye. Let's see what happened here. Behind the oh! He's trying to knock his stick up away from him, but he missed, and you think he just grazed his face. Ow! But that's going to be a slashing penalty. Oh, high sticking. Yeah, same thing. Same difference. Let's see what's going on. Let's get you the final scores here. Montreal have beaten the Montreal Canadiens have beaten their rival Boston Bruins 4-1 tonight in Montreal. What other games are final? Ottawa beat Tampa Bay 2-1. Is that the only other final game? I guess it is. We're going to be final shortly here in Columbus, though. Blues lead the Penguins 4-3. Still got about 7 minutes and change to go there. Dallas Stars have taken now they've taken a 4-1 lead on the Predators. A fourth goal by Wyatt Johnson. Back to the scoreboards. Let's see. LA and Utah are still scoreless. Anaheim and Calgary tied at 1 after the first. And scoreless right now in Vegas for the main event of the evening. All right, we're down to the last 30 seconds in Columbus. And puck frozen, 20 seconds left. And it is final in Columbus. The Avalanche have beaten the Blue Jackets by a touchdown to a field goal.
There you go. Broncos 7, Browns 3.
Wait a minute. No. Broncos 7, Buckeyes 3. Oh, did you say Buckeyes? And the Colorado Avalanche have clinched a spot officially in the NHL playoffs with that win. Commentators are now shilling for your fans to buy playoff tickets. I think they already got a QR code up so you can buy your playoff tickets. You did. Let's see, where are we going here? Oh, yeah, let's see. Let's hop over to Penguins and Blues here. A little more than 6 minutes left in this one. Ooh.
Yep, and Steve, give me the coverage, folks. Moss is in the chat. Hey, Steve, you're welcome to join the Fantasy League, too. August 31st is the draft, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to give everybody who wants to play up here, 'cause I'd rather have a league with all of us and have fun.
I'll think about it.
Oh, boy, who is happy tonight? I see you, family. I see you. TSN had Canada versus Switzerland. No, Moss. I don't do the curling here, but Moss says that the Jets are looking good so far in Vegas.
I'll let you cover that for now. I'm going to see how this game in St. Louis ends.
Yeah, go ahead. 305 in the building.
Minutes left.
What's up, family?
What's up, everybody? How y'all doing?
You're good.
Sitting back chilling.
Your boys took care of business tonight, 4-1.
Ah, dang! I just woke up.
Yeah, then you missed my text, and I texted you around 5 after 8 and told you I was coming on to do the rest of the Canadian Bruins.
So
You guys took care of business tonight.
Yes.
Your boy scored again.
Suzuki.
Yes.
Team Canada. Beer money.
I think as long as Mr. Miami can breathe, he's going to enjoy the next 6-7 years in Montreal.
I'm staying right here in Montreal with Dino Bravo and Rick Martel.
I don't think it's good 16-year
Yes,
run.
I am a model.
Rick Martel.
Or am I? No, that is right.
Hey, Steve, you own a Bruins jersey?
What's up, bro, Steve?
I do not have a Bruins jersey. I used to have when I was young. I had one of those big puffy starter jackets.
Big Bruins contender here in New York. Trust me, there's a lot of them here. But
Boston's close by.
There's a lot of Celtic fans in New York now.
And they're tired of not winning anything with the Knicks.
I'm not a New York fan, so I live in my But I will say this. For the first time in my life, next season, I will be going to each metropolitan team a couple of hockey games next year. Yeah. You had a good day, Mr. Miami?
Huh?
You had a good day today?
Today was pretty good today. God is good.
Well, at least tomorrow when you get off, you got SmackDown when you get home.
Professional wrestling tomorrow night.
Did you have a good day at the office, Steve?
I'm currently out of work, so I don't have an office to go to. Trying to change that. Trying.
I don't. I'm not one of these people that. How can I say this? To me, I treat everybody like human beings.
So you're not Elon Musk. Got it.
No, I'm not.
Hey.
The lack of humanity just
me all day about Trump and all this.
Yeah.
Mr. Manning, you've been with me for 5 years up here. Have I ever talked politics up here?
I don't know.
Musk tried to tell me today. I told him I voted for Trump. I don't vote for Trump. I do agree with some. Steve, why don't you tell Musk how much Joe Biden messed up our country, bro?
He didn't, as far as I'm concerned. Donald Trump is an evil man and deserves to go to hell. Him and everyone who is indifferent to his hatred.
And my other team won today in baseball. The Houston Astros.
The Houston Astros
tomorrow night. I'll watch the Angels home opener tomorrow night.
Yeah, they won today. They beat the Twins 5-2.
They're off to a 4-2 start. So I'll watch the Angels tomorrow night.
Pittsburgh's pushing for a goal here.
I'm
3
gonna
minutes
go
to go.
No score at the Fortress.
Ooh, snag with the glove hand.
Gotta get that gotta get my title back from Texas. Texas still got a Super Bowl, got a World Series ring.
Boy, look who greeted this young man, the Flames, signing the young Russian winger, Suanev. Jerome McGinley. We got to meet Jerome McGinley today as the Russian. This kid is 6'2", 232 pounds. As the Flames get ready to go to the new building, Suzuki, the ninja, is really killing me. Oh yeah, Montreal has arrived, folks.
We
And
rolling.
Pittsburgh pulled the goalie. 2:12 to go.
We rolling.
You know what's funny about the
This
Canadians?
could go bad. Nope.
You know what's funny about them? Something that really impressed me about them. They always get up for the big games against the great teams.
Yeah.
This year's team has been phenomenal. Swept Florida this year 4-0.
We won in Florida.
And you won in Tampa too.
Yeah.
One in Colorado, one in Dallas.
Let me see who else. They beat somebody else this year.
Damn, this is the way Calgary looks at night. That's pretty cool. I never seen that side of Calgary.
Tomorrow at the Bell Center.
Oh, your Palace, the Hall of Fame arena?
Yeah.
All the banners?
Yeah. When you come to the Bell Center, you're gonna leave with the L. In Florida, they about to be the former champ.
I would talk politics all day before professional wrestling. Yeah, I know Moss would do that. But
No.
I never told Moss I was a Trump supporter. I did not go vote. I did not go vote for Donald Trump. But he doesn't live here. We do, and for a lot of us, not Steve, a lot of us, Joe Biden did some bad things in this country.
I don't care. Donald Trump is pure evil.
You can say I'm not a Trump supporter. I'm not going to argue.
I don't talk politics. I'm like,
this isn't political. This is moral, and it's wrong.
I talk sports. I talk jersey.
I talk sports.
Music. That's what I talk.
I talk sports, hip hop, and professional wrestling over politics.
Professional wrestling. Look who's up in government, and whose husband is that? I'm just saying, a lot of lawsuits against Vince McMahon are probably going away very soon. You laugh now. You laugh.
At an arena near you in a couple of months.
I heard you about to make a comeback.
And he'll be singing that
again.
Song, Stand Back, with the ladies dancing with him while he's there.
We got 1 minute left here in St. Louis.
It's a hurricane.
All right. Winnipeg 2-1, score. Jets up 1-0. Scheifele, I believe. Yep, Mark Scheifele.
Can Pittsburgh get this?
1-0, Winnipeg. And
Shot.
the Jets needed that.
Snagged.
So
Shot
Scheifele gets to go.
fired.
Beautiful pass right there, wide open. You play 10 years with the same players, folks. You should know each other's tendencies. What a rocket by Scheifele. Moss is ready for tomorrow's Mets opener. Padres off to a very good start.
Ready for tomorrow night.
Oh,
You
he
know
put
who
it in. Goal, Pittsburgh. It's 4-4
Let's get back over there.
with 24 seconds left. It's who is that? Number 2. Who are you? Show me your name. Morrissey?
Bless you, 305.
No, I'm just young. I don't know why. I just woke up.
I know how you feel, bro. Like back when I used to, before I got sick and I used to work,
Oh,
this was my last night of the week, man. So when I used to get off tomorrow at 7 in the morning, bro,
Yeah.
I'd crash on my bed so I don't have to see that damn place for Sunday night.
Hey.
Reuter McGroarty, his first career goal, ties up this game with 24 seconds left. You got to be kidding me. So the Blues winning streak is now in some measure of jeopardy.
And the Heat just lost tonight.
Who the Heat?
They got beat by Ja. So the Heat's out of the playoffs.
Wow. So St. Louis, their invincibility may be going. Yeah, they signed a good sniper from UMass. Yeah, the Russian.
Was
Yep.
Snipe
That's
the
what the
far
Baltimore
post
Wild
underneath the goalie stick. And we're going to overtime.
So St. Louis in overtime. Flames signed their guy today, the Russian. Adar Simonov.
Sing in the rain.
True story, Steve. Montreal was the worst team in the league back in November. So we was trying to get Mr. Miami to hockey. So that night, I showed him my alternate Flames jersey. I said, "Come to the Flames." He didn't want to. I guess he wants to compete against me. So Molina was trying to bribe him to go to Maple Leafs. But then I said, "You know what?" I said, "No, Mr. Miami, let me show you something." And I showed him the pageantry of the Montreal fan base and all those championships.
Did you show? Is the urinating tree video about the Leafs involved here?
No, I didn't show him that, but the one that won, that really, the one that
For
really,
Moss, who probably doesn't know, Urinating Tree is a popular sports YouTuber who's also a Pittsburgh Steeler fan mainly. He makes videos that basically shit on teams that are hapless and stupid. And basically did a 50-plus years of Toronto disappointment.
yeah, I hold it back because of Molina. But boy, if I didn't know her, well, I would be saying about the Maple Leafs right now. Bro.
I applaud their fans for putting up with all the disappointment.
Hey, Steve, me and Mr. Miami, we've been living it for 53 years. So I know how Maple Leaf fan feels. I know how Philadelphia Flyer fan, Nick fan, how we all.
153.
But to finish the story, me and 305,
Oh, it's going too
got him
fast.
over was I sent him a little clip of Celine Dion announcing the Demidov pick at last year's draft at the Spear.
53 years ago, we couldn't even. Nah, take that back. 53 years ago, we couldn't even walk.
Yeah, I know.
We had.
All
I
right,
had
getting ready for the overtime in St. Louis.
Besides, to the middle. No.
I take
Here come the Blues.
all the Western Hockey League players.
He's gonna take the shot himself. No.
Yep, I had chicken pox.
All right, see what happens here. St. Louis controlling the puck in overtime. This will be a bad loss for St. Louis. They lose this. Have a 4-2 lead.
And I'm waking up, feel like a volcano.
Now the Penguins control the puck. Ernst Paul with the puck.
You thought them shingles hurt. Them chicken pox hurt worse than them shingles.
No way. All right, Blues got a 2-on-1.
Oh.
For real, them chicken pox hurt it.
Oh no! You need to shoot before that. Oh, we got a power play here. So it looks like St. Louis is going to go up a man here.
Sing in the rain.
Slashing.
Sing in the rain.
Going to be a nice 70-degree day tomorrow.
Tomorrow gonna be nice. Nice 80 degrees.
Of course.
I'm ready to cut grass.
Yes, you are. Paco's it's in Canada now, up in Saskatchewan.
See, Paco going back to LA. He going back to LA this month.
Okay. All right, Chris Letang is going into the penalty box.
What's that?
I don't think. Well, yeah. Well, he's going to the penalty box, but of course, the way it works in 3-on-3 overtime is that Penguins don't go down to 2. St. Louis goes up to 4.
Yes.
What's that? What's that? It's coming up. The NFL
Draft.
The NFL draft. The OTAs. It's coming up.
Yep. Mini camp.
Yeah.
As the fans in St. Louis are backwards, they're doing Raise the Roof. That was 30 years ago.
Raise the roof. Raise the roof.
Steve is ahead of me, so if they score, he'll know.
I'm at 3:18 and counting right now.
Okay, so you're about a minute ahead of me. And
Jesus, refresh your stream, buddy.
No, I'm watching the game on television. I get the NHL.
I'm on ESPN Plus. I should be behind you.
Yeah. I got the Center Ice package. I get it every year for the last 25 years.
Mm.
You know why? The main reason why I get it, because it's not only because I love hockey.
Score! St. Louis win!
There you go. I don't have to.
It's number 18 with the winning goal.
I don't have to watch the local teams, but I've changed. I'm older now, so.
Number 18, it's Thomas.
I'm just so blessed.
Letang is still arguing his case with the referee.
My sports night is over.
I know it is. You got the W tonight.
Yep, got the W tonight.
Steve and Moss will be pins and needles the next couple of weeks, asking each other who do you want the fourth pick.
Do, do, do,
I tell you right now, that's a good thing to have, bro. Especially when you have the 16-year run like you guys had, Moss and Steve. That's gonna be a fun feeling to have.
Team Canada, beer, money.
Steve, you may be right. They may be peaking too early.
Well, peaking early or not, that's their 11th win in a row, I believe.
There is. We'll see
Thomas
them
the hero
Saturday.
on this one.
We'll see them Saturday in at the home for Colorado.
Thomas goes top shelf, far side. Goalie can't get to it. 5-4. Blues win.
There you go. So St. Louis 11 in a row. They are now at the 91 point mark, folks. Who the hell would have thunk that? But remember, Colorado at Winnipeg Monday night, at Edmonton next Wednesday night.
Yeah, it's getting a little late. I think I'm going to call it a night here myself.
Hey, you have a good night. Thank you, bro. I'll see you Saturday.
All right, brother
But,
Steve.
Mace, you can continue on yourself.
Steve is going crazy. You sleep well, family. Have a good weekend. Thank you to Steve. John Jansen's going crazy. John Jansen's going crazy for the Blues. He says Blues might not lose again. Who knows? I'll be up here. I'll be up here Saturday, Steve. 6 o'clock your time. Doing the game. Colorado at St. Louis, and then Monday night, 7:30 your time at Winnipeg, and then next Wednesday night, 8:30 your time in Edmonton. So you're gonna see a lot of the Blues up here, folks. This is crunch time. Montreal next Friday night at Ottawa. Next Saturday night, their bitter rival in Toronto. You pumped up for that next Friday night, Mr. Mike, in Ottawa, in Canada?
I'm ready. You take one game at a time.
That's right. The new power in the East have arrived. Like Canadian Jets up 2-0. Thanks, Morris.
We got about a couple more weeks to we got about 2 more weeks of hockey.
No, next weekend is it. Get in the playoffs.
Damn.
Next weekend is over. 11 wins in a row ties the franchise record. They say 10th straight home win. Yeah. Remember, John, when your GM said that if he doesn't see improvements, he'll get rid of everybody? Well, I'm going to tell you the turning point for the Blues. When Bennington won the Four Nations, Bennington has been unstoppable, folks, since he beat Helleybuyck in the Four Nations. So the Blues, reminiscent to 2019 when they won the Stanley Cup, they're looking that good again, folks. And I tell you, you can say what you want. Blues are peaking at the right time. It's playoff time. And they can easily win the cup. Not only come out of the West, but win the cup. So the Kings can do it too. So John Jansen's Blues, congrats, family. Good win. Mr. Miami on the winning circle tonight. All right, Kings 1-1 near the end of the second period. That's typical LA Kings. As that jersey arrived today.
Dang, coach, got all the jerseys. So you got more jerseys than the store. Just about.
Mr. Garber got over 2,000 jerseys, Mr. Knight.
You mean 2001 jersey? NFL jersey, he got about I say about 3,000.
Yeah, Steve was great tonight. Steve adds an element to the platform, which I really truly appreciate. Flames still 1-1. Montgomery going all the way like Cassidy. Goddamn Boston. If that happens, man. Maybe Don Sweeney should be reevaluated, Moss. You think?
I know Mace got all the baseball jerseys.
No, I don't. There's a reason why. No, I don't. All right, Utah fans chanting beat LA. Minute left in the second. 1-1. Typical Kings game, folks. They locked you down. They play playoff hockey all year round.
I like to collect like the football jerseys.
Yeah, no, you like football. I used to like football jerseys. I don't like them anymore. The main reason, I'm not paying $400 for a football jersey. So St. Louis wins tonight. Dallas wins tonight. St. Louis now 9 points ahead of the Flames, folks. 9. And they swept the Flames. So basically, and I said this today, and if Calgary lose tonight and lose late night Saturday night to the Vegas Knights, Calgary is officially eliminated from playoff competition. And the question is by the fans who are Team Tank, will they just call up the kids and lose out, and maybe they have a chance at one of the top picks in the draft? All they want is a top 10 pick. That's it. I'll tell you, my TV is 15 years old, but let me tell you something real fast. I hardly watch it. Sitting up close I am right now watching the hockey, looking at these beautiful jerseys. No wonder why hockey jerseys are number one. They used to call it hockey sweaters are number one. They are. Soccer are nice. I'm glad I put soccer third. I may have to put soccer second. Because I've been looking at those soccer jerseys lately. I saw a video today of a fan of AC Milan, and he was showing off all the authentic AC Milan jerseys he has. Go ahead, Phil.
My TV about I think I got this TV in 13.
Mm-hmm.
And I think my TV like 12 years old.
This is what happens, folks, when you take good care of your television. I mean, just looking at the beautiful colors on it, like the Ducks jersey. I don't like orange. I like orange to eat, orange candy, but I don't like orange to wear. But these jerseys are gorgeous. All right, Flames got a breakaway. Missed it. Unbelievable. Typical Flames.
I wanna upgrade. Give me another TV.
Man, you can buy 4K televisions now for less than $300. And I'm talking about 65 inches. If that's what you want. Me, I'm
That's,
fine with it. Moss
that's,
said,
that's what I want to get.
vamos. Boy, he's calling for the link. All right. Let me bring him on. There you go. All right. The Ducks on a 2-minute power play right now. We'll see what happens here. Let me get back to Winnipeg, and because to me this game is meaningless. All right. Vegas down 2-0, folks. So Winnipeg showing their toughness tonight on the road. Good job by the Jets after one. Good job.
I'm on the road again.
Mm-hmm. Very good job by Winnipeg tonight.
Hey, what's up, fellas?
What's up, Ramos? Winnipeg wins. Dallas wins again. So there's 2 points right now behind the Jets as we speak. 2. And this is why your boy stays up here and do these games.
How y'all doing?
Well, I'm good. I'm glad we got tonight. Melina was here earlier. What? Just give me some pictures of these jerseys.
Mr. Miami.
Yeah, I'm right here.
I hope I didn't make you upset last night. If so, I apologize, bro.
I ain't tripping.
No, I'm just saying because you stormed off. I was like, oh shit. Did I say something wrong? So if I did, I apologize, man.
See, we talk this off the air. We talk about this off the air.
All right, man.
I know one thing, folks. Everybody was shocked because they was asking for Mr. Miami tonight, and I said he was a little bit upset for last night. By the reaction, by Melina's reaction, she thought I got you upset, and I said, no, it wasn't me. I don't get people agitated except for the Dolphin community. But I just told the truth. I said, with Mr. Miami, sometimes when he just loves his team and God bless him because like I said last night and I'll say it again, my heart goes out to Mr. Miami, Flipside, Fishing, and Moss because they never seen this team do a damn thing. And it's been so long and I don't know where I'll be, honestly, if it wasn't for fantasy football, bro. That's how inept the Dolphins have been. And in my first year playing fantasy football, I had Dan Marino, 93, when he tore his Achilles, believe it or not. He was my quarterback. Remember Chris Warren?
Yeah.
That was my number one pick that year. And in the second round, the guy traded down and he picked Emmitt Smith. So I took Marino right after. So let me send Marino these pictures of this jersey. Because if you don't know the story, the player I like, who I bought his jersey, came today. Melina works with her sister at the courthouse up in Toronto.
Hmm.
So let me send this to her now. Before she starts snowing. Did I say snowing? Before she starts snoring. If you didn't hear, the stock market has almost crashed. So stay tuned for that.
Dang.
Wait, what?
We are definitely going to be in depression. What month was this? April? By July, America will be in a depression. Elon Musk, for you Musk haters, he's gone. You only had to spend, let me see, 40, 120. He had to spend, uh, he had to spend 4.5 months here. He did his time, so he's back in South Africa right now. Moss says, Bruins lost, I'm good. I don't know why Melina's making fun of. I miss Melina. I was
Hey,
very concerned that the Bruins got the fourth pick of the draft.
ouch.
Well, Melina, I don't think laughing at Moss because he has the Bruins are in the lottery. They'll be back next year. Everyone's saying it. Everybody in the hockey world believes Boston will be right back next year. So the Fortress is lit tonight. Vegas may lose 2 games in a row at home, which is rare. Yes, yes. See, let me do this over here while you guys are talking. I'll read it in a second, Moss. I'm a little far away right now. I'm in the studio, but I'm a little bit distance from the screen.
Hey, Mace,
Yeah.
I got a bad feeling, bro.
About what?
I'll tell you off the air.
Huh?
I just got a bad feeling about something.
Okay. 11 o'clock Eastern time on the East Coast.
Yeah, one of my friends had told me when it comes to getting um certain care for a family member,
Yeah.
the time that it takes to get them, he said it seems like they want the person to be passed away, and they'll give you the damn help. Now, I don't know if that's fact or bullshit, but it doesn't seem too good.
There you
But
go.
that's all I'm gonna say for now.
Okay. It was beautiful downtown Vegas. Let me see that. That's the new Vegas jersey? All right, Las Vegas was just awarded a women's hockey team. They're going to be calling themselves the Silver Knights. Congratulations to Las Vegas. Let me see what Mom said. Yeah, why you think
Oh, Vegas.
so stressed out? Guaranteed recession. Mars, you don't know the half what me and Mr. Miami, black men, go through in America. We laugh at this, bro. It's not because we think it's funny, but in our case, we're looking at it as now the rest of the country, the rest of the world know how we feel dealing with our government every damn day, every day of our lives, right, Mr. Miami?
Yeah.
We don't think the recession is funny. We just like to see other ethnic groups of people sweat. And believe me, Mons, they're all panicking right now in Trump's America. That's what our country is called now. It's not the United States anymore. It is Trump's America.
We should overcome
And I'm blaming
something.
Joe Biden for all of this.
So we're going back into a
All right,
recession.
Flames up 3-1. All right, you go over there. Go ahead.
Oh, 60s.
Are we going back into a recession?
Yep.
Bro, you know what's funny about that?
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, not that it's funny. I graduated high school and it was a recession.
Yep, 2008.
Yep. And I couldn't even sniff a job.
Yeah, you go through it too, Vamos. Vamos
Yeah.
goes through it too.
Yep. So I feel it, man.
Yeah. Me, Vamos, 305, we go through it. Steven way more excited when the Penguins scored in the tie than the Blues. Well, he doesn't buy the Blues. I do. He don't. John. I think the Blues are damn good hockey. All right, Flames up 3-1. Good for the Flames. I don't care anymore. The question is, dude, are you gonna make things happen in June and July, bro?
Damn.
The 23rd and 29th picks or the 30th pick of the Panthers ain't gonna help us. Panthers do big things. We don't.
Shit, the Panthers better watch their ass or else they're going to be out of the playoff. First round.
Oh, Melina was gloating when she was up here, boy. But like I didn't want to say nothing, but let's see if she's gloating on Mother's Day.
Playoff starts in a couple weeks.
Yep. 2 weeks from Saturday.
If the Panthers don't watch their ass, shit, they'll be out first round.
They'll be ready for Tampa.
Ah, man, I don't know about all that. Shoot, the way they've been playing? No, I doubt it.
Manzano admitted tonight he's too cocky as a Panthers fan.
Whoa, I mean, there's no surprise there. I mean,
Yeah, that is true, John. When the kid scored his first goal, Steven was screaming up here. That's true. He was.
I just hope Tampa Bay don't win another championship.
And he also screamed when St. Louis scored the winning goal tonight. We're going to see the Blues next week, folks. Beginning Saturday, the rematch with the Avalanche at 7 o'clock Eastern Time. Well, and then the doubleheader Tuesday night, which is a hell of a one, 7 o'clock. Ramos, Stanley Cup champion Panthers in a rematch with the Maple Leafs and Sunrise. and then Winnipeg and Colorado the nightcap. Getting ready for the NBA playoffs next week. Oh, there's two Vamoses. Okay, I got that Vamos. Let me take out Vamos.
Yeah, I'm here.
There you go.
I switched from my phone.
There you go. So, Calgary Rednecks enjoying this victory tonight. The lottery total, measly $324,225 up there.
Yep, the heat is gone.
You better believe Blues Avalanche is a good game on Saturday evening. The afternoon game is the Oilers and the Kings. I might as well get me a condo out in Los Angeles. I've been covering them so much. Oh man. Let me send this girl this damn picture. Send this to Melina. We're all just chilling tonight, folks. Late night action. Just chilling, so that's all I'm doing. It's going to be after two periods in Calgary, 3-1 Flames. Off tomorrow, thank God. I've done a whole week of shit. Moss hopes to get his computer back just in time for the big Florida-Toronto matchup.
SmackDown tomorrow night.
Yeah, I know. I'll be sleeping tomorrow night.
Who's on SmackDown nowadays? Miami?
Huh?
Who's on the SmackDown roster nowadays?
You on the bloodline.
Oh, besides them, I'm saying.
Bloodline, Miz. CM Punk.
CM sucks. Yeah, we know.
It's CM Punk.
CM sucks.
CM Punk got banked.
Well,
all right, the goalie
is AJ still on the?
No, go ahead. You talk.
Sorry, man.
No,
you go ahead, man.
The goalie's been
No.
as Prosper Paul, he's our goon, ran through the goalie. That could have ended a career, folks. That's not good.
2 weeks ago.
For hockey is next week. Oh, I know what you're talking about. WrestleMania.
To my 19 and 20.
Yeah, that's in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Wait, what's that?
WrestleMania.
WrestleMania.
Nice. Who's on the card?
So let me see. Cody Rhodes and John Cena.
Well, you know I'm pulling for Cena in that one.
Somebody go with Cody Rhodes.
Cena's probably gonna lose, so Cody can have his shine. Or Cena might win. It depends on if WWE wants to have him right off into the sunset, or if they want him to retire. I don't know. It's hard to tell.
If John Cena don't win that belt, shit, Rock gonna turn on John Cena.
Oh man, Mr. Miami, you and I both know that's probably gonna happen. It's only obvious.
He is using he's using a Rock. Well, this hockey now. I'm gonna let Mace have his hockey night.
Yeah, sorry, Mace.
Here's Johnny.
Moss gets frustrated hearing all that wrestling stuff. John's been watching a lot of blues videos.
I haven't watched wrestling since I lived down south.
Me and wrestling are not checking each other.
Wow.
I'm gonna be watching wrestling off the air. See, I would not to on the 19th or 20th. I'm gonna be watching WrestleMania.
I'll probably watch it for
I'm gonna be off YouTube. See,
Hey man, go ahead, man.
All right, 2-0 this second period in Vegas.
I'm ready for the playoffs.
You ready to play the Capitals in round 1, Mr. Man?
See, I'm ready.
They'll probably upset them.
And guys, I'm almost monetized. Probably by the
Nice.
weekend, monetized again.
I thought you already were.
No, they took off my monetization.
What?
Yeah, like 3 years ago.
Oh man.
But like DJ Cooler said a week ago, and it meant a lot to me. When you keep doing it because you love it, and that's me. I don't care who's in the room. He said the same thing. It doesn't matter if it's 3 people in the room. Doesn't matter if nobody in the room. Doesn't matter if it's 100 people. As long as you love doing this, that's all that matters.
Yeah, that's true, man. Yeah. It's the truth.
Hey, John, in all seriousness, I'm happy for you, bro. Enjoy your hockey club, man. They're hot at the right time. St. Louis Blues 11 in a row.
That's one thing I noticed about you and others who I know, and they say the same thing. That says I don't care that much for the money and stuff. I like what I do.
Yeah.
And I respect that.
Because
it's not easy making content, man. It's hard.
Yeah, because the number one thing, and Coda agreed with this last week he was up here. You can't be a homer, and you gotta tell the truth. And you heard what Big O's been saying. And he's been killing golfing content creators, bro. He's right.
Yeah, there's only a select few who actually know what they're talking about.
Yeah, that team I know inside out. I don't have to work because I got a buddy who works there for over 35 years. I don't need these clowns who are delusional to tell me what's going on. All my man does is call me every Tuesday and he tells me what's happening. And there's always this conversation. He said, you could say the magic words fast. Same old shit. That's Mr. Miami's jingle, I believe.
No, I had a phone call.
Yeah, that's the jingle I said.
They ain't talking about nothing.
Don't leave it alone. But anyway, he wasn't around at the beginning. Mr. Miami was. Sean was. I told these guys the truth from the beginning. He used to tell me about Devontae Parker. I'm like, he sucks, bro. I said, watch Greer go out and get receivers to prove that Tua is a legit quarterback. Was I right, Mr. Miami?
Yeah.
That's why Big O always show me love because I've been with Big O on and off for 13 years now. I used to call QAM every other day. I know all those guys down there. They're good dudes down there. They kept me, I ain't gonna lie, they kept me alive, bro.
Captain Curtin?
Yep. Me and Curtis, Matt Cool. Yeah. Those good guys, man. The problem is they're from there, which I think is a smart hire. If you're hiring people in a medium market like Miami, Miami's not a small market. It's a medium market. It's in the middle. It's a mid market.
Captain Curtis, he's from Miami.
Yeah, I know. All those guys are from Miami. That's why I respected those guys, and they respected the hell out of me.
Like what's his name? He's on 560 now. So what's his name? Is it Shannon? Is it Cam? Is it I got that dude name already. He's a former linebacker.
Okay, I know who you're talking about.
He be on the pivot.
Oh, of course, that's my man, the former Dolphin. What's he call it? He used to wear number 55.
He used to wear number 52.
Yeah, 52. Yeah, I know who you're talking about. It'll come back to me, his name. He has the dreadlocks all the time, the braids.
Yeah.
Channing Crowder.
Yeah, Shannon Crowder.
I haven't listened to that show in like 10 years, man.
Come on, the pivot?
No, him with Mark Hoffman. No, the only thing I have against the pivot, they went commercial, but they do get good guests though.
let me see. March 31st, 2016, when Finn Side went off the air.
I think 14. I think 14 it went off the air.
It was on me.
Well, if it's 16, I used to be in there every day too.
I used to be on there. I used to be on there every day.
Mm-hmm. My man Greg Likens, that's my boy,
Yeah.
man. Me and Likens are tight, bro. Me and all of them are tight. Sedano, before he went Hollywood to ESPN, that
I
was the
remember
best morning show I ever heard. Sedano, uh,
Christian.
my man who does the Hurricanes.
Is it Christian? Christian is it Christian Thomas?
No, uh,
To Florida State
Alex
fan.
Dono.
yes, Alex Dano, him, my boy, who was his boy. His name slips me now. But always ask Donald for him. You know, two Italian guys are tight. And I forgot who the fourth guy was. That was the best morning show. That show was on what you call it, 790 the ticket.
Yeah, that channel
Mhm.
gone.
Yep. You said drop. Oh, he's talking to Moss. Those two talking. Fantasy football. What else is there?
Seven, 790 the ticket.
The
That
only thing
mother.
I like about 790 the ticket is too much goddamn Miami Heat. That's why I never really listened to it.
They talk about the Heat. They talk about the Panthers. They talk about everything.
That was a Heat channel, bro. That was the Heat flagship station.
This will be 5 years. No, it'll be 8. It was 7 years that month is gone. That month channel gone, but almost gone 7 years.
2 a.m. is the Hurricanes, number one. Dolphins, number two. Panthers, number three. I think that's changed now.
Something like that.
Yeah, something like that. I think that's changed a little bit.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, go ahead. Dave Dwork, shout out to him. That man was with the Panthers for like 20 years as a kid. He had season tickets. I talk to him all the time on QAM. He's a producer. Right, Winnipeg doing a phenomenal job tonight. Good for them. Almost with me.
I must admit, I'm glad I'm not in South Florida no more.
Oh, they're gonna have Hawkeye and Lubon in a few minutes. I wish. Yeah, my man don't even. I don't know. I'm gonna get him on when I get the studio up going this winter. Reach out to Theo Fleury, tell him to come on. I'll give him some money to his charity.
Hey, Miss,
What's up?
I must admit, I am happy I'm not in South Florida no more.
What happened?
It's just too much congestion.
What do you mean?
Like, it's overcrowded down there.
It's a very transient city and area. You could do a lot of things in South Florida. go fishing, play golf, play tennis. Those are things that you really can't do on a daily basis in most of the country.
Yeah, that's true. It's just it's too expensive there too.
Yep.
I mean, I don't know if you like heard, but insurance rates and rent
Mm-hmm.
in South Florida, you're looking at anywhere from $1,700 all the way up to $2,100.
Moss asked you, is Miami really crowded like up here in New York?
Oh
Half
yeah,
of
it's crowded down there.
Yeah, half of New York is living in South Florida. Moss said growing fast, no state tax. Yeah. That's why the NHL more seriously are scared. The big market cities are scared that teams like Vegas, Panthers, the uh, uh, Lightning, they're scared of those teams, bro, because they're going to get the good players, especially the young good players. They're going to want to play there. NHL is very leery about that.
Yeah, it's like, man, I tell you.
Like one thing that Big O can brag about, and I was
Yep.
with him when this was happening. When Vinny Viola bought the Panthers, they were a joke of a team. Big O was with those guys from day one.
Yeah, he cleaned the team up. Man, I remember when he bought them.
Dave Dwork, shout out to him he used to be with 2AM. Now he's with the Panthers full time. And Big O, they were there doing the dark years. And Dallas, yeah, Dallas is the new Los Angeles. Everybody that couldn't handle Los Angeles, they all ran. They all ran to Dallas. Mm-hmm. But you know me, I stay loyal. The hell with the Dolphins. I stay loyal with my Hurricanes. So shit, the hell with the Dolphins, and they're back on me.
Yeah, the Dolphins, man. That's all I gotta say about that.
Like Big O says
I'm
every
back.
day. There goes 305. Like Big O says every day. He tells those guys in the front office. Now they're pointing fingers about who was the one who told them to give Tyreek the extension.
That's why I want to see.
Go bet it now, Morse. Dolphins are 8.5 over under this year in 2025.
That's why I want to see.
8.5.
Yeah. 8.5. Dolphins over under. Shit, I jumped on Dallas. Shit, Dallas 7.5. I jumped on the over. All right, the Ducks goalie is knocked out. They're taking him to the hospital. Hope he's okay. Light up. Oh,
That's
top
why.
three.
That's why I don't listen to the radio no more. My radio's on I-95.
Well, I'll stick it here to this game. Vegas on their way to the third period with Winnipeg. Calgary here in the final period of this game. The game has gone fast. When this game is over, I am saying good night and see you guys Saturday afternoon, 4 o'clock. Kings Oilers. McDavid will be back Saturday. Yeah.
Are you having after dark, man?
Say again.
I said, are you having after dark or no?
Tonight? Yeah, I
Yeah.
could do it for a few
Okay.
minutes.
Yep, my radio days is over.
Me too, bro. I don't even listen to radio no more.
I don't
Shit,
even
my
listen.
radio.
I don't listen to no podcasts and none.
When I used to be on Sirius, once they hired the brick, I said, I'm out of here, bro. And then when I came to YouTube, I was just a guy. All right, Calgary scores again as the Flames are rolling up the score 4-1 now. Fans are going nuts.
Damn.
Well, look, Blake Coleman scores his second of the night. This team is terrible. I'm not going to sit here and lie about it. They suck ass. But the fans, not me, 'cause I want them to lose, but the fans who want to see a competitive team, they got their money's worth. The team has been competitive all year long, even though they're a piece of shit. They've been competitive. So the Flames taking advantage of a wounded goalie.
Convoy.
So 4-1 Flames early third. Let me go back to Vegas while I'm talking to these guys. The 10th time all year they scored 4 goals. That's not good. All right, Winnipeg 3-0 now in the second. Scheifele, I think, got the hat trick tonight.
This will be year 3. No radio in the car.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie to you guys. When I go out, I have to have my music in my ears.
I got music on the phone. Play that Herbie Hancock.
Yeah, I know you. Herbie Hancock. Oh, 1-1. I forgot the Oilers were even playing tonight.
Thank you, Coach, for Herbie Hancock.
You're welcome. All right, tomorrow's the Red Sox home opener. The Cubs home opener. The Cubs are just killing it as they'll host Moss's Padres. Blue Jays and Mets tomorrow. Mets home opener. Colorado's home opener. Pirates home opener. The Giants home opener. Atlanta's home openers. They play the Marlins tomorrow night.
Damn, we're gonna get slaughtered. Mars ain't no good anymore.
And the Angels home opener. So I'll be watching that tomorrow night. Since I'm
Marlins won today.
So I'm Washington off to a good start.
Let's see the Marlins. Uh, 4-3 in our first season.
Damn, I haven't looked at my TV this up close. And God knows when, but the colors of these jerseys are gorgeous. And I have an old style, what was it called back then? It wasn't K, it was the other thing.
Is it what's that
HD.
What's that?
HD.
Yep, HD.
I got a 22-inch television for the last 15 years.
I got HD.
Yeah, mine's is HD.
I bet you got a good deal on that, huh?
When I bought this TV, I thought it was the greatest thing in the world.
And that shit happy too.
Nah, my TV's like Girl.
My
Shit.
TV,
Mine,
my
mine's is
TV
only
is heavy.
2020. I don't put anything like I don't put everything on television, bro. The TV, as long as I can see the games, I don't care how it is.
Facts. That's how I am too.
Just give me the game. I don't care. It's like a cell phone. I don't know. I don't need these fancy iPhones. Just give me a damn regular Android. People can reach me if emergency. I can reach them. That's all that matters.
Facts, man. That's facts.
So the Flames are gonna win tonight, and it looks like Winnipeg's gonna win tonight. Mark Scheifele with a hat trick tonight. So Moss is watching Winnipeg. Excuse me, watching Edmonton, and I think we'll be after dark real quick tonight. So I want to thank Moss, Melina, Steve, John Jansen, Manzano, Mr. Miami, and Ramos. We'll see you tomorrow. We'll see you Saturday afternoon, folks, 4 o'clock. Good night from the Oasis. Good night, Moss. Good night, John. Have a good night, everybody.
Peace, everybody.
Have a safe drive home.
Yep. Good night, Moss. Dallas is one under the radar, John. Good night, everybody.
Elvis had left the building.